load this.
Good, awesome. So I'll come up and check. Once we get started, I'll stop off.
Sounds good.
Oh, I can hear you.
I can turn it up and down. Yeah. It's all, we're live.
We are live on YouTube. Yeah, that makes sense. Trying to mute it.
Hey guys, have everyone's attention please. We're about to get started here. Attention please, guys. Welcome back, guys. Riverfront Place 5. This is our fourth fundraiser through the We Defy Foundation. I feel really great about being able to welcome you to Riverfront Jiu Jitsu. This event has raised support this. We do this together, so I truly appreciate everyone that takes part in this event. Quickly before we start, I'm going to break in a second, but quick rules meeting is the same as we do every year. If you've done grappling missions, we keep our rules set the same. We have under 18 rules, we have white belt rules, beginner, intermediate, and advanced. So you guys know the drill. I got to email all the competitors. A couple things I want to talk about real quick though. When the match ends, coaches, please do not yell time, because if your competitor is called a submission, we leave the time running until they clear that submission or is finished by the submission. So please, if your competitor is locked in the submission, the referee on the mat is going to be in control of that, and with our timekeeper. So if you know it's a 6-minute match, do not yell time at 6 minutes. All right, we don't want your competitor to quit and lose because of that. Next, you guys are closing, so if people come off the mat, if they're locked in the submission, we're going to keep it going. We're giving them a reason. You know, we're going to have them go into the chairs, we're going to give them a reason to take off the mat, and they're trying to have to clear that submission. All right, let me hand this over to Brian Grant real quick, We Defy National Coordinator.
Good afternoon. Thank you for coming out to support the We Defy Foundation. Please go around the floor as we're going to Elise all the money that's raised today is going towards a scholarship. We Defy is 100% volunteer. There's nobody getting paid. I'm a national coordinator. I think I know this is We Defy on it. I don't know, right? We're completely dedicated to getting more veterans, more combat, single veterans on the mat, right? There is a suicide problem within the United States military, right? It's got 20+ years of war. Guys and girls are going back in the civilian world. They feel disenfranchised. They feel like they don't have the extreme pressure. They don't active duty. And let's all face it, right here loves jiu-jitsu. We know why jiu-jitsu. It's not just about breaking arms and tripping people out. Right? It's about the community, right? That's why we're all here. So thank you for supporting the We Defy Foundation. Please sell out that We Defy table over there. Please sell out that We Defy table. Also support the vendors who are out here. Again, no release. Before release got involved, a typical fundraiser was between $300 and $1,500. That's a great fundraiser. Between $300 and $1,500, that's a great fundraiser. She's surpassed $40 grand in the past. Now she's over $100 grand. Completely changing lives. So again, thanks again, appreciate it.
Bonus, which is going to be a $500 bonus for competitors, and there's 9 kids, 1 or an adult, but it's 1 fight of the night match. So come out and give 100%, put on the show. The next will be a $250 bonus for anyone that finishes the fastest submission. So we're keeping track of that. So guys, come put on the show. All right, thank you guys. We're getting started.
All right, for those of you just joining in on the stream, this is Riverfront Fights, Riverfront Jiu-Jitsu's annual We Defy Foundation fundraising event. Before we get into it, I'm Eric Naples, and to my left is
Jessica Feliciano.
We'll be commentating today. We also have a special guest commentator, Sean Robichaux, who will be filling in periodically. Now, before we get into this first match, we'll talk about the We Defy Foundation. This event's a fundraiser to benefit the We Defy Foundation. They provide combat veterans who are coping with military-connected disabilities a long-term means to overcome their challenges through jiu-jitsu and fitness training. This is so unique because jiu-jitsu really fosters a sense of community for these veterans, and it gives them a healthier path forward, both mentally and physically. You can learn about the organization at wedefyfoundation.org, and donations will be accepted throughout the duration of this stream. You can donate through Venmo at Riverfront Fights. Opening up the card, we have Steve Bart from Logic Philly taking on Mike McCool from NPR Endurance. It's going to be a 5-minute match.
So we got Bart in the short sleeve rash guard and McCool in the long sleeve rash guard. Steve is in the Delaware Army National Guard, and Mike is a Marine Corps Reserves veteran.
Looks like McCool's working a half butterfly here. He takes a scoop grip on that far leg, but Bart did a great job of catching that head with his cross face.
Yeah, Bart has a really good base here, negating that underhook on the leg.
Yeah, you see how his legs are splayed out. Even though he's on his knees, like he's not in danger of getting elevated right now. He's got a throat post with that left hand in lieu of the crossface. It's doing good work. That's going to stop a lot of the inversions.
Yeah, he did a good job by bringing his knee up instead of keeping it on the mat. Mike now has a butterfly hook with his left leg.
Yeah.
Nice transition. And Mike still keeps a butterfly hook at all times. He switches to the right side with double unders.
Yeah, so now Mike's got 2 underhooks. Oh, oh, he's doing it. Gets the sweep.
Nice.
Yeah, that's a very cheeky but effective sweep from butterfly guard.
Very high
I
percentage.
think the first time I saw that was PJ Barch did it at a local years ago. So we'll see what Bart's got from bottom position now. Looks like he has a similar plan to what McCool was doing just a few seconds ago, working that half butterfly, except he has a 2-on-1.
Looks like he was trying to off balance with that 2-on-1 was Bart. But McCool stays very, very strong with his base here. Flattening that butterfly.
Yeah, so now he's got 2 butterfly hooks. We'll see if Bart can start working some elevation. He's going to have to off-center that head first, though, because McCool is burying it in the chest, keeping him flat on his back. Now he gets to a hip.
Very nice attempt by Bart with the butterfly.
And he gets the sweep off of it. So just trading sweeps here early on. No submission attacks to be noted so far. And speaking of, the criteria for the judges' decisions are going to be heavily reliant on submission attacks, especially deep submission attacks. Quantity is important too, but whoever is closest to finishing the fight is often going to get the nod.
Right, so you can sweep or pass someone several times, but if they have an attempt over you, then that may sway the judges. So Bart looks like he has control of McCool's. Oh, I was just going to say he had control of his wrist in between his legs.
So even though they've been trading the same positions, looks like they have a little bit of a different approach from bottom. McCool's been looking for the scoop grips, and Bart was preferring the 2-on-1s and hand fighting.
Yeah, you see that grip with Bart's right hand? Mm-hmm. He's reaching in between that knee shield. Yeah, I'm curious to see what that's for.
I like how he used that underhook to put him back on his shoulder.
There it is again.
Shoulder crunch gets denied by Bart. As McCool keeps looking for that scoop grip, but the cross face of Bart is giving him a little bit of issues there. Forces the turtle and he retains his guard. Great guard retention by McCool.
And this is a 5-minute match as well, so they don't have a lot of time to grapple here. So
okay, now McCool is in on a leg.
Nice.
It looks like he's working a knee bar. I can't tell where the foot is, but it looks like he's out. Okay. Still has it, but it looks like Bart's going to just be able to push his butt down below his knee.
Oh,
toe hold attempt.
Very nice transition into the toe hold.
There we
from
go.
That
And
failed knee bar.
And for a second before that first roll, it looked a little bit deep. But Bart did a good job at the end, clearing his knee, making sure he was staying safe. All right, let's see who takes it.
All right, Mike McCool out of NPR Endurance MMA gets the win.
Yep, and just like we were saying right before the submission attempts are going to heavily, the decision is going to heavily favor whoever was attacking these submissions.
But big shout out to Steve Bart being the highest fundraiser of the day with 775.
Nothing but love for Mr. Bart in the building right now. Right, now is just an announcement. For those of you who are viewing the live stream now but might be stopping on in a little bit later on today, there is a food truck open for customers at 1 p.m. It's Uncle John's Barbecue. They serve delicious smoked barbecue and homemade sauces, and it's going to be right here, right outside of Riverfront, BJJ. Also, Billy mentioned it right before the matches got going, but we do have some fight bonus sponsors. The first one being Allen Construction. They are our Fight of the Night bonus sponsor. Allen Construction is Delaware's premier construction company for all your roofing, windows, siding, HVAC, and renovation needs. You can even contact them today for an estimate. The other sponsor would be Carver Ties. Carver Ties is our sponsor for Fastest Submission. It's America's largest rideshare advertising company, and they transform cars into powerful marketing channels for brands while improving the livelihood of their drivers. And also, I heard the owner of Carver Ties is pretty good at jiu-jitsu himself.
He's okay. No, shout out to Mac McCool.
So right now we got John Norris out of 352 Jiu-Jitsu. He's going to be going against Dylan Hall from Collective Jiu-Jitsu in a 5-minute match. All right, we got Dylan Hall in the black, red, and blue rash guard. John Norris with the red ankle band. Foot sweep attempt early. Oh, they traded it. Heavy underhook by Norris, and they reset.
Both fighting for that collar tie. Ooh, very nice guillotine.
Guillotine by Hall. Looks like he switches to arm in. Oh, he has that leg over the hip. He's bending the neck. This looks pretty good. And you see how he's keeping his chin above the shoulder, too? So he's not losing that head.
Yeah.
So now it looks like he's relaxing. But that could still be very on. And there's the tap. Just took a second to adjust his grip and really made sure he got that bend in the neck.
Dylan Hall out of Collective Jiu-Jitsu wins the match by guillotine.
All right, so I know we're only 2 matches in, but that would be Carver Ties' fastest submission.
So far.
But historically, we've had some pretty fast submissions at Riverfront fights. I think the fastest one being around 13 seconds.
I want to say it was one of the kids from the last event, yeah?
Yes. Yeah, I believe it was an armbar.
We also have some vendor booths, so if you're on your way over here, bring some cash or have a Venmo account. We got Subdue Jiu-Jitsu, Criminal Guard Clothing, and Advanced Tactical. All right, here's our first kids match. We have Tate Yonkers out of Team Tino. He's going to be taking on Tyler Mahoney out of Paramount. 4-minute match. Yellow belts. Early level change by Tate. And Tyler sits.
Tate was trying that over-under pass, but Tyler did a really good job of following through.
And I could already tell this is going to be a good match.
Tyler closes that guard.
You could see Tyler grabbing that arm, kind of wedging it in so that he could either go for an armbar or a triangle. I'm thinking he's going to go for a triangle.
Yeah, coach's corner is calling for him to sit up and bump up.
But Tate's doing a good job of keeping the hands on the armpits and trying to get his posture up.
Yeah, you know, people always say to keep posture, to keep the hands in the hips, but I would actually say that it doesn't matter whether the hands are in the hips or the armpits. Either one does a really good job. As long as you're not letting your arm pass that midline, any frame you make is going to be pretty good. Now it looks like Tyler's trying to work a 2-on-1. You see, he's trying to sit up, but Tate keeps denying it. Ooh. Triangle attempt, but Tate was able to shove his arm through.
There, it's locked
Yeah, he got
up.
it back.
He's got to keep that posture down if he wants to get that triangle there. But
And
Tate's,
he's going to work on that arm of Tate, the one that's trapped.
yeah, I think Tate recognizes the danger here. Yep, staying nice and tight, keeping the hands on the hips and stand. Yes, that's what he has to do to break that guard open and start standing. Very nice guard break.
Now we can start to see some of the passing game from Tate Yonkers here.
I like that knee slice.
Very nice. So he gets to a flattened half guard with an underhook, and the arm is across. I'm curious to see if he's going to try to set up a head and arm here after he frees that foot.
Yeah, that's what it's looking like with the crossface. And he keeps trying to get that elbow across again.
Oh, so he gets past the guard. But Tyler's shoving that knee through.
It's the crossface that's keeping him from recovering guard.
Yeah, it's all about keeping your opponent's shoulders flat to the mat.
Nice recovery by Tyler.
Yeah, good guard work by Tyler, keeping his connections.
And sweep. That was nice. Oh, and he's doing it right back.
But Tate wrestles up. He wants that top position back. And he gets it.
Very nice high guard by Tyler here.
Ooh, armbar, sneaky. Arm's not quite straight yet.
Yeah, these are yellow belts, so we have to respect that they understand the positions, and then, you know, they'll tap if they have to, but it wasn't there just
And
yet.
that's going to be time.
Wow. That was a great match. I'm telling you, I love watching kids' matches.
All right, Tyler Mahoney out of Paramount Jiu-Jitsu is going to take the decision.
And rightfully so. He did have that late submission at the end of the round. That one submission attempt.
Up next, we have a blue belt match. Out of the red corner, Rea Vangala and Tiger King MMA.
All right, Rea Vangala from Tiger King MMA going to be taking on Odelia Fan from Elite Jiu-Jitsu in a 5-minute match. Blue belt rules. So Vangala is actually a very late replacement in this one. Odelia was supposed to have a different opponent. She dropped out. Vangala stepped up and took the match on very short notice. All right, so we'll have Odelia in the long sleeve, Vangala in the short sleeve rash guard. the red ankle band. Vangala sits. She's playing seated here, keeping her knees close to her chest, keeping her feet in. Good elbow discipline. Let's see what Odelia's passing approach is going to be.
Nice. That was a very, very nice attempt to go for a flying armbar. But it was...
she gets the sweep and pass.
Vangala was able to counter that.
So,
and, wow.
Interesting reversal by Odelia. At first, I thought it was a buggy attempt, but it was the wrong leg. And she used it to get the reversal. So we'll see what Odelia's top game looks like.
She's doing a good job of holding that leg to prevent Vangala from recovering guard, going to north-south.
Yep, and now she is passed. It looks like she's in on her neck. She has a guillotine, mounted guillotine. And Odelia is selling out on it. She might finish this one-handed. And she gets the tap. Wow. Great recovery from Odelia to get that top position back after that pass. But definitely hats off to Vangala, who took this match on extremely short notice. So props to both ladies here.
Yeah, and props to Vangala for taking the match within like a couple hours. I think she just took it last night. So very, very cool to see these ladies throw down.
Up next with the blue belt match between Steve Bart out of Los Angeles in the right corner. Out of the blue corner.
Right now we have Steve Bart with another match for today. He'll be taking on Ernest Magre out of Web MMA.
Dang. He's getting 2 matches in today. That's awesome. Most likely a late replacement for Ernest.
Yeah, so Steve lost a close decision in the first match of today. But he should be all warmed up and ready to go. Defends that shot very nicely. Keeps the top position. Oh, he's in on a guillotine. Slipped ahead, but now he's working a guard.
He's got a nice high guard with the omoplata. Let's see if he looks.
He's going to get the sweep off of that omo attempt. Ooh, injury. Yeah, so it looks like Steve got the sweep with the omoplata. In the middle of the scramble, his knee popped, unfortunately.
Yeah, I kind of heard the pop, actually. That's tough. Must have been just like an awkward angle.
Very unfortunate ending. That's never what you want to see in a match. So Ernest will get the win, but I'm just hoping that Steve's all right. He is standing. He can put weight on it. But even those sprains can put you out for a little bit.
Yeah, it's definitely a pop, some partial tear, or maybe a pre-existing injury that he had.
All right, our first purple belt match of today. Timothy Sloan from Freedom Jiu Jitsu. He's going to be going against Dante James from 410 Academy. Now, Dante has competed at Riverfront multiple times, and he always puts on very exciting matches. And we don't expect anything less this time around.
Yeah, this purple belt match is 6 minutes, and looks like it's going to be an advanced rule, so all subs legal except for slams.
Sloan is staying low, and Dante's going to pull, looking to engage his hooks.
Like that leg pin.
Nice pass by Sloan, but straight to the back when Dante turtled. So he has one hook in. He has back control. Dante's got to do some hand fighting now because that arm is under the chin, and he's going to feed that rear naked. Now, I can't tell how deep it is right now, but Dante's going to have to do some real work to unwind this.
Yeah, it's definitely under the chin for sure.
So it looks like he let go of the rear naked grip. He's just trying to work his choking arm behind the shoulder.
I almost thought he was going for a short choke.
Yeah, it looks like Dante's been doing a good job of defending so far.
Yeah, that spine misalignment negated that rear naked choke for sure.
All right, and Sloan, wasting no time, is right back in on a guillotine. This looks tight. And he's on the correct hip to finish this.
Nice
Wow,
job
he
from Dante.
lost the arm, and Dante's able to recover into top side control.
Dante was aware of the placement of his body where he needed to be to defend that guillotine.
Yeah. And look, going for 2 submissions and not quite getting them is one thing, but when you go for the submissions and you wind up in a bad position like we're seeing right here, do you think that does something to you mentally? Do you think it takes a little bit more time to get back in your groove after that?
Listen, I mean, he's winning right now, right? With the 2 sub attempts, so like, I wouldn't be too mad.
Very true. You'd have to imagine he's up on the judges' scorecards, if you will. So he's going to get his guard back, working a half guard. He's framing away at the chest.
Feeding that underhook on the left side. Now he has the butterfly, double butterfly with double unders. Will we see that same sweep we saw earlier today?
Yeah, where he sucks those heels in and just stands up.
Oh, a shoulder crunch. Let's see it.
Yeah, it looks like the arm is straight, but not exactly in a position where Dante has to think about tapping. But, man, it is all subs from Sloan thus far.
Yeah, Dante's going to have to start thinking about setting up his own.
Arm drag. He's going to get to his feet. Wow.
Nice.
Beautiful knee tap by Dante James. Dante's got 2 underhooks. He's just keeping Sloan down right now.
Yeah, Dante's coach is telling him to get his hands off the mat. It's really what he has to do is, if anything, putting his hands on the hips at least, or fighting those grips.
Yeah, when a guy's very proficient at playing butterfly, especially when he has head and arm control, it's super. It's a sticky situation to try to work yourself out of it without off-balancing yourself. But he's doing a good job hand fighting now, making sure that underhook doesn't come back. He jumps a flying triangle right over his guard, and that is locked.
Whoa.
Wow, I'm wondering how much time we have left because it looks like he's... Oh! Come from behind win from Dante James. Jumps over the guard right into a fully locked triangle.
Dang.
No adjustment period needed.
And he was down. He was down on the sub attempt.
For sure. Wow, huge win for Dante James out of 410 Academy. Awesome. You love to see, dude. Every time he competes here, it's always something. It really is.
Yeah, he seems to be improving every time I see him on these mats, for sure.
All right, as much fun as I'm having, I'm going to pass the mic off to Sean Robichaux for a few minutes.
All right, so we got Sean Robichaux on the mic.
Hello.
What up?
Replacement Eric.
Yeah, give Eric the boot.
See these guys here.
So we got Hunter Hamill with the red sleeve, or the red little band thing, and then we got Jordan Cologne in the black and gold shorts.
He's got some interesting shorts on.
I like them. I like them a lot.
I train with Jordan. He's got an interesting style to him. He's good.
Nice. Well, I do train with Hunter, so we'll see how this goes. Yeah, it's a white belt match, 5 minutes.
Woo!
Ooh, very nice.
Sure this is a white belt match?
It is. You know what? I honestly, they both wrestle, don't they?
Yep.
That's what it is. That's what we're going to be seeing with this match.
I have a feeling it's going to be a high-paced match here.
Very cool. Shout out to the matchmakers here.
Yes. Elise, Billy, whoever else is throwing these matches together. So far, great matches.
Right.
Both guys in here looking for some inside control. Both guys not giving up inside control.
Hoping they circle in. Don't
Reset.
run into us, please.
Jordan sits. All right. Wrestling's over. Sometimes when you got a 5-minute match, you just, someone's got to do it.
Not a lot of time, right? And this is sub only, and that's what the judges are going to be judging on.
Jordan trying to maintain this little half guard.
Looks like he's going
Going
single
for a leg. Now Jordan can foot lock here, but there's no knee bars or heel hooks at this level.
Right. Straight ankle locks and throwing stretches is what I'm seeing on the allowable techniques for white belts.
Good top pressure there.
All right, Hunter's doing a good job of keeping that distance closed, but the more I was going to say, the more he gives him some space, that's what gives Jordan the time to configure his legs.
Reset here.
Seated, favoring the left hip.
Ooh,
Nice.
Jordan comes up on top. Scramble here. Looks like it's going to settle in turtle. See how Jordan can attack this turtle. Hunter looks like he's doing a pretty good job keeping everything closed off.
I almost saw a Darce set up here, but it seems like he let go of those grips.
Another scramble.
Okay.
Oh, and now we got Hunter on top. Oh, okay. So Jordan's got the Kimura grip on the arm here.
With his legs onto the, collapse on the other side. I've never seen this before, but if he gets it, that's pretty cool.
Be a first.
So it looks like his own leg is in the way of that Kimura.
Ooh,
Nice.
Some back control.
So Hunter tried to reverse it, but it ended up having Jordan on his back. Oh, I hope he doesn't reset it here. Please don't. Let it go.
We're going ADCC style. Let him.
Right, let's just let him go right here at least. It looks like.
Ooh, Jordan's got both hooks in now on top. Let's see if you can see if he can flatten Hunter out.
I can't tell if there's a choke in under the chin.
Hunter is now flattened out, and looks like he's doing a good job fighting this choke off.
Nice.
Ooh, beautiful escape there from Hunter.
Shout out to the ref for not stopping that.
Seriously, good refereeing.
All right, they're gonna start standing again.
And Jordan sits again.
Which, I mean, if it worked for him last time, I think that's a good idea.
Yeah, he had some success. Oh, wow, beautiful. Jordan turtles up. Let's see what Hunter's going to go for here. Jordan's in on the leg. You can definitely tell these guys wrestle.
Yes, absolutely. It's hurting my knees.
Let's see, Jordan.
Very good pressure pass here by Jordan.
Yeah, he's
Oh.
up top. And we're going to reset. Oh, it looks like Jordan may have hit his head on the ground. Hopefully he's okay. Referee making sure everybody's good. We're going to restart here. I can hear Jordan's coaches from here.
All right, so we did hear Hunter's coaches saying they needed sub attempts here. Because from what I understand, Jordan had one, like a rear naked choke.
Yeah, I think
when
they were
at
Ooh,
the-
but there's a nice Darce in here.
All right, let's see which one's closer.
Let's see. Jordan's doing a good job staying on his knees. He's not going off to his side. Okay, that Darce grip's gone, but ooh, coming on the guillotine grip. Jordan's back to turtle.
Head and arm guillotine attempt, maybe. A few seconds left on the clock. This one's going to be tough.
Yeah, these guys do not stop moving. Looks like they're going to wrestle it out for this last little bit.
Whew, I'm glad I'm not a judge.
I got tired just watching that match. These guys got some energy.
Absolutely.
Great match. Great match. Both these guys. Man, I do not envy the judges here.
And to think that these are white belts. I'm like...
Not when I was doing as a white belt.
All right. So Jordan calling out of Team Balance. Gets the win. Decision win against Hunter Hamill.
Next match coming up. Another kids match looks like.
Yeah, we got Lein Yonkers out of Team Taino Martial Arts and Fitness against Joseph Gomez under Gentleman's Jiu Jitsu. This is a orange belt match, which is 4 minutes.
Lein Yonkers coming to the mat. Joseph Gomez, Gentleman's Jiu-Jitsu. Both these guys coming from kind of MMA schools. Well, at least the owners are MMA guys. Gentleman's relatively new gym, not too far from here in Wilmington.
Yeah, so we have Lein in the all black and Joseph in the black and white. All right, so it looks like we're going to see some stand-up action here.
We're wrestling young guys, but they're moving very well. They know what they want. Kind of moving with intention.
Fighting for that inside tie. Circle back into the middle.
Takedown attempt. Ooh.
Ooh, almost hip toss. That was nice.
And for young guys, you can tell these guys, they know what they want. You know, they're moving with intention. They're grabbing with purpose here.
And being patient.
Yes.
Testing it out.
Yes. Feeling each other out a little bit. Playing with these collar ties. Neither of them wants to concede this takedown, you can tell.
Right, right. Good grip fighting here as well. I'm wondering if they are thinking about the time, or at least the coaches too, because this is a 4-minute match. So it's not a lot of time to work if they're going to be standing for half of it.
No,
That's 2 minutes left to work.
2 minutes left to work. Yeah, you wouldn't be surprised to hear one of these coaches call for one of them to sit down.
Right.
Both of them have experienced coaches in their corner, so.
Absolutely.
Moving into the audience there. We got Coach Earl Small from Gentleman's Jiu-Jitsu calling for Joseph to send it when he's ready. It's kind of hard to send it. But I appreciate the sentiment. I need my coaches telling me that a lot too. Oh.
Double collar ties are kind of annoying to deal with.
Yeah.
Nuisance.
Ooh. Okay, we got a head grip here. We got some hand fighting going on from Joseph. Looks like he separated that far hand. But Lein gets that hand back over.
Trying to break his posture down.
Almost had that snap down. Ooh, and Joseph
sends it.
But Lein's right back up to his feet. Great
At least
recovery.
he gets the body lock right here, right? That's
yeah. Joseph relentless with the takedown attempts here.
very nice.
Ends up in Lein's guard.
You can tell he wanted to take the back here, but I mean, the takedown's fine as well since none of them wanted to sit.
Yeah, and now we got the match to the ground. We'll see what happens. We got good wrist control. Oh, Joseph stands back up.
Man.
These guys just want to wrestle.
Oh, very nice shuck. I see a little Russian action, Russian tie. Does
Very
it
nice.
again.
Very nice. You could teach that.
Right. I mean, he does it better than me.
Now, Leighton's got this tie clinch kind of style thing. Ooh, and, oh, man. Almost had a shot off of it. That was cool.
Yeah. Not a lot of time to work here.
No, I think it's going to come down to if Lathan can get a takedown. I think that's going to scope. There's time. Let's see what the judges say. And they give it to Joseph Gomez from Gentlemen's Jiu Jitsu. All right, purple belt match coming up. We have Mark Gelotti from Logic, and we have Abraham Charles from Quintella MMA. This is a purple belt match, so it will be a 6-minute match as we get both competitors onto the mat.
Yeah, I like the way this is set up as well because they kind of have them like all the ranks and belts like at random. So it's not just all the lower belts first or the higher belts first. You're gonna get really good matches throughout.
I do like that. All right. We have Marco over here in the all-black or gray Logic rash guard, and Abraham in the green, black American flag Team Quintella rash guard and shorts. Abraham shoots in, body lock. Ooh,
that
man.
was clean.
Ooh.
Brother.
So he's going to try to take advantage of it here for this top crucifix position.
Oh, man.
Ooh, Marco.
I'm wondering if that sprawl from the crucifix was like intentful, like to submit him there, because that would have broke my shoulder.
I would have been out of here. I would have been out of here. Marco's got to be a pretty tough dude. We got Abraham attacking the turtle. Looks like Marco kind of got, he may have been a little. Ooh, oh, Abraham is on top. Looks like that hand's going in under the neck. Marco gets off to his side. He rolls out of it.
Nice
Ooh.
escape there.
Wow, but relentless from Abraham.
Man, he isn't letting up at all.
Wow.
And this is a 6-minute match. Oof.
See how long you can keep this pace going.
We'll see.
Ooh, and he stays attached as he tries to get up. Now he's on Marco's back. Both hooks in. Hand around. Flattened out on the bottom. Short choke.
And he gets the tap.
Yes.
Wow.
Beautiful.
Listen, Marco was doing everything right, but
He was.
Abraham was just one step ahead.
He was. Marco did a great job of getting back to defensive positions, but man, Abraham did not let up. All right, next up we have a yellow belt match. It's going to be Emma Saunders from Gentlemen's Jiu Jitsu and Skyler Nachersky from McCool Jiu Jitsu. Now, I've actually trained with both of these young ladies, and let me tell you, this should be a good match.
Yeah, dude, I'm not surprised. I feel like you probably train with every single person on this
I basically have trained with every single person on this roster. That's why they have me, allowed me to commentate.
Yeah.
But no, both of these young ladies are very, very talented, both coming from very, very reputable gyms, great coaches.
Man, and the crowd is packed and live right now.
Yeah. know both of these young ladies coming from good families too. I know both I know everybody in this room.
I'm telling you.
I'm telling you though, they're both their dads
you're
are
the
great
governor.
guys,
You're
and
the
it looks like
governor
they're
of
in the coaches'
jiu-jitsu.
chairs. Coach Sean Natursky from McCool Jiu-Jitsu is an Army veteran. He's coaching his daughter here today.
That's amazing. That's awesome. So Emma's in the white and black, and then we got Skyler in the all black. I feel like these ladies know they only have 4 minutes, so they got to work.
They are working like they only have 4 minutes, that is for sure. Emma pulls. Ooh.
Nice sweep.
Skyler looks like she's comfortable playing guard here.
If I had her length, I'd be comfortable too.
She's going to stay down. She's backing Emma down a little. Oh my God.
Oh, she almost reversed that armbar too.
That unbelievable. Both of these young ladies just sending it all out there.
Yeah.
Ooh, Skyler's in on the leg. Emma gets back up.
Yeah, so I don't think any leg submissions are allowed for the under 18 divisions.
Skyler almost looks like she's trying to get into like a De La Hiva or something. And like you said, if I had that leg length, doing the same thing.
Yeah, deep De La Hiva to the back. Which I think is what she's trying to do, but Emma's stopping her from getting her legs entangled.
She's trying to play that De La Hiva. Emma's doing a great job of fighting off those hooks, though.
Yeah, she's pinning those shins down and trying to flank pass. Oh,
Ooh, Emma with the flying submission. Ooh, and Emma comes up to a mount. Great.
Like that. See, sometimes you fail, but you fail forward.
You know?
To mount.
I'll take it.
Emma's coach is telling her to stay on top. Sometimes you got to slow it down when you're in a good position.
You kind of cook them a little bit when they're on the bottom.
Absolutely. Especially somebody like Skyler with those legs. It's going to be hard to get in this position again with less than a couple minutes left.
Yes, great point. Emma looks like she is got that gift wrap right there.
Feeding that right arm through for a chair sit to the back.
Beautiful transition. She doesn't get fully to her back. She's still in a good position. Should be noted, Emma's been training with our mutual friend Cindy Ung, high-level competitor.
Nice.
And I can see a little bit of Cindy's game coming out.
That's
in
awesome.
Emma.
Shout out to Cindy Ung. Another chair sit attempt to the back, but still keeping her on her side. I think Skyler's timing it and switching with her.
Yep. And Emma's digging deep for that arm. Might be an armbar attempt here. Skyler's got the connection. Emma comes through, switches to a triangle.
For a triangle.
And we're going to see here how tight this is. It looks like it's in pretty good.
And
Tap.
she taps. Triangle armbar.
Beautiful. Great match from both
Emma
ladies.
Saunders, Gentlemen's Jiu-Jitsu. Very great match for both of these ladies. The future is bright.
Yes. These two. Yeah. All right, we got a little commentator switch again. Eric Naples is back with me here. While Jess takes a well-deserved break.
All right, how we doing, Sean?
We are doing great, Eric. These matches, very, very good matches today. Bunch of submissions, a lot of action.
Yeah, and I think it's the rule set that really gives incentive for there to be exciting matches.
I agree. I think a lot of these competitors know too. They got short time. These matches are at most 5-6 minutes, so they're coming out there and they're working.
Riverfront might be onto something here.
All right, we got Tommy Red from 10th Planet Reading And we have Ian Bowski from Logic Philly. Tommy is a fellow United States Air Force veteran at this We Defy Foundation fundraiser here. Always good to see more vets out competing.
Yeah, a lot of veterans on this card.
Oh, yeah.
Sean, you've competed on one of these cards that I can, if I remember correctly.
I did 2 years ago. It was supposed to be last year. It's the only match I ever pulled out of because I broke my wrist.
Ooh.
Try not to pull out of these matches so they are a good time.
Right, heavy underhook here by Ian.
Ooh, Ian looks for the throw.
But you know, Tommy's doing a good job, and he is the shorter guy, so it is tough to get them dudes down with underhooks like this. Look at that fireman's carry.
Ooh, but
Countered it.
yeah, beautifully done.
Yeah, it's because he had his hands connected at the shoulder at the same time he went for the fireman's.
We're gonna see if he can make something happen here.
He has a deep hook on that arm, so even though the leg configuration isn't as tight, that deep hook is keeping him connected. So he's not quite triangled off yet. His ankles are crossed in between the legs. It's a little bit tough to navigate that position, so don't be surprised if he starts looking more towards arm locks than that back triangle.
Let's see what he does here as they start to go out of bounds. Now these refs have been doing a great job of letting the action continue even as they're going off the mat here.
I just wish that sometimes the spectators wouldn't ooh and ah right at their feet.
We gotta get to however.
Look at this guy's covering up.
Ooh, we got. He's going in. Looks like he's going in for that arm bar there, but
yeah,
it's good control from Tommy on that top leg.
And look, now they're away from the bleachers. He's gonna have a good shot at getting a look on this. Ooh, he's got both hands on the one arm.
Ooh, he pulls out.
Nice.
Tommy takes advantage of that.
Yeah, I mean, he really had to dig deep out of that one because he was super connected. Ian was.
Let's see. Tommy's going to try to work some passing here.
Yeah, we got a flattened half guard. Looks like Ian was briefly taking a look at the lockdown.
Maybe he decided since he's going to get to Tiff playing a guy that wasn't the move.
Right, been there, done that.
Looks like Tommy might be trying to use this Kimura grip here to pass. Come back to fighting away.
You know, not a bad strategy to use the Kimura as a means to pass either.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you're not really compromising your base. It's a submission threat, so sometimes you have to concede to it. But either way, Ian's going to get his guard back.
And they're going to get reset here. Let's see what happens here. Now, Tommy had that body lock in the first, or while he was in Ian's closed guard, rather. So we'll see if he keeps that or if he's going to try to kind of move on, get his posture up, and try to break this guard open.
Yep, Max is on top of it.
Fantastic referee here. Wrist control.
Oh, it looks like he's got the handcuff. You see, he has wrist control behind his back.
Ian doing a good job framing there, framing on the face, framing on the neck, trying to keep that guard closed.
Mm-hmm. Now look, when Tommy's like this, he can. I just feel like you can kind of afford to slip up a little bit, even if you get the triangle locked on you. You still have one hand behind your back, so it's going to be really hard to adjust it.
All right.
Whoa, I did not see that head and arm
Nope.
through the pass. I was wondering why he was taking so long to take the pass, but he was setting his grip and he gets the tap.
Wow.
Very nice work by Tommy Reed.
Beautiful setup. Like you said, I didn't see it until I saw it.
Right, Tommy Reed gets it done by submission.
That looks like a mini Myers brother.
All right, next up, we got a blue belt match. Looks like another ladies match. Michaela Dockweiler from McCool Jiu Jitsu versus Sam Mueller from MPR Endurance. These blue belt matches will be 5 minutes long as we get both ladies on the mat.
Next up, we have blue belt.
We got Michaela Dockweiler on the mat in the all black. And Mueller is going to be rocking black, white, and gold rash guard.
McCool Jiu Jitsu is putting a lot of competitors at these events. They're a big We Defy Foundation school. They do a lot of great work.
Yeah, quite a few McCool competitors on the card today. Nice sliding pass. But she'll keep her guard.
Sam doing a good job. Michaela. Ooh, but Sam comes up to her turtle here.
Yeah, it looked like she had her hands connected, but wow.
And jumps guard. Sam making it no secret she wants to play from the bottom here today.
Yeah, so let's see what kind of closed guard attacks Sam is going to offer up here. Looked like Michaela was pretty persistent about wanting to stay on top, and that seems to be just fine.
Triangles off the legs there, and that's always an interesting move in jiu-jitsu because it kind of limits your mobility a little. Okay, never mind.
Right when you say it, she creates the angle and gets the tap. Wow. But you know what? I'm on the same page as you with that. I would not have expected her to be so mobile with that body triangle locked.
You learn something new when you're doing these things.
All right, Michaela Dockweiler out of McCool.
Sam.
Sam Mueller out of NPR Endurance. She's going to get the submission win.
Very, very nice armbar there by Sam. So I just got word that Sam is actually going to be doing 2 matches here today. She stepped up, somebody pulled out last minute, and Sam's going to be taking another match a little later in the day, so we will see her again.
Yeah, she's going to be in just a few matches here against Caitlin Moritko out of Inversion Jiu-Jitsu.
All right, another kids match here.
All right, we got Zaylin Fisel from Tiger Kang in the all black. Gonna be taking on Mason Wilson from Daniel Gracie Delco. Now, something about these Tiger Kang kids, man, they always bring a pace.
They are moving. They do not stop moving.
I can't help but think that they scrap in the training room.
Oh, they must. I don't think I even want to be in their kids' training room. That's the way these kids move. We almost got down in the action there.
All right, so Mason's staying patient.
Alan's got some of these strong collar ties, man. He does that, snaps down real quick, just like that. Really trying to disrupt Mason's base there.
Yeah, so even though Mason's staying patient, he still is getting his rhythm disrupted by these snaps. Beautiful duck under, right to the back. Oh, my Lord.
Triangles off the legs.
Just like they teach you in school.
Yep.
He's got a deep body triangle, and it looks like the arm is under the chin, but maybe that wrist control is preventing him from taking his arm out and committing to the finish. Angle's getting a little funky now. You see he's facing the mat.
He pulls him back.
Yeah, so Zaylin is in control here on early.
And it's funny with the kids matches. Sometimes the size differences are noticeable. And Zaylin's got these long legs. He's doing a great job of keeping that body triangle, just nice and secure, not rushing on the choke. Mason doing a good job though, building his base here, trying to change that angle.
Yeah, the kids always have such excellent guard work. So he's keeping the body triangle.
And what I like about this is, man, even as a young guy, short match, he's not rushing the choke. He's
Right.
He knows where it is.
Yeah, he got his coach over there in the corner, Peter Kang, very experienced competitor himself.
Oh, yeah. Mason doing what he can to survive, but he's been surviving. He's not letting that wrist control go.
Yeah.
He's trying to change the angle on
You
that.
see what Mason's doing? It looks like he's grabbing his own arm with like that elbow-to-elbow configuration.
He's not giving anything up easy.
He's going to threaten the choke here. Mason's going to be forced to hand fight. But you see, every time he commits to that choke, that angle becomes a little bit weird, and then that's when he'll readjust. But this is probably the best look he's had at a choke all match. That hand is up by the shoulder.
Mason getting his chin down. Let's see if that's going to be enough. Hand fighting on that backhand.
Yeah, this looks close.
Looks tough.
Mason's feeling it. But
Yeah.
he's really gutting it out right now.
He is. He's doing the right things, too, even under this kind of pressure. He's reaching for that rear hand, reaching for that secondary hand. He's changing his angle. Man, this is a tight choke.
It'd be amazing if he's able to get out of this.
Mason is a tough dude, but this...
Wow, they're going to reset.
get a reset.
Man, at one point it was under the chin, fully locked, hand over the shoulder, supporting it and everything. I know a lot of people who would have tapped there.
Yeah, I'm one of them.
Good win by Zalen,
Great
Fisel. And man, credit to Mason for gutting that out for so long.
Fought that off for the almost the entire 4 minutes. I mean, that's something to be said for that for sure. Beautiful choke. Good match. Got another white belt match coming up. We have Jack Felipe from Riverfront Jiu Jitsu versus Derek Milton from 410 Academy of Martial Arts. Just a reminder to everybody watching, white belt matches will be 5 minutes. Jack with the home field advantage here.
All right, Jack Felipe out of Riverfront Jiu Jitsu in the black attire. Wow, very nice duck under by Derek Milton, and he gets the back and takes him down. He's working his hooks. This all happens so fast. I mean, he has both hooks in right now with 2 underhooks, switches to a seatbelt. Jack is in a lot of trouble right here. Got the coach in Jack's corner calling for him to tripod up, but Derek's going to flatten him out.
Very nice escape here, attempted escape here from Jack.
Yeah, notice the recovery. He just keeps on getting back to back control, even when it looks like he's about to slide off.
Yeah, it seems like Derek is aware of that spine alignment needed for the back. And every time Jack tries to misalign his spine, Derek tries to get right back in it with that seatbelt.
So we've got back control. He's still doing some good hand fighting here. He's mitigating the threat of the choke, but looks like Derek's trying to trap an arm.
Jack's aware of that. It's turning in.
Nice, and he's out.
And Derek's not giving him any space to move. With a crossface here and an underhook on that right side.
Yeah, he's got a hard crossface going on right now. But look at that. It looks like his hands folded under his shoulder instead of shooting across the neck like he normally would.
Yeah, and Jack was able to recover half guard. Can't tell if Derek is attacking that left arm of Jack's.
Yeah, so his left arm is up by his shoulder, so he doesn't have anything locked yet. But usually when you commit both hands to one side of the body from that position, that's a telltale sign that you're really hunting for an arm. But look, he slid right over into mount.
Oh, and right back to that half guard. At least this time it's flattened half.
Yeah, there goes Derek back to propping that right elbow up on the cross side. But we can see Jack's hand. His arm is safe for the time being.
Yeah, and it seems like he was trying to reach for that underhook on the leg.
Nice. Hits that same pass to mount again. So now Derek's going to be trying to walk that arm up above the head.
Good bridge by Jack. He's not allowing Derek to have a good base to attack any arms there.
And so Jack is, again, not in any immediate danger right now. And look at that. He almost gets the reversal. He's going to be,
and he
yes.
gets it. Very nice.
So, but he's got his work cut out for him. I can't imagine we have very much time left. Look at that. Derek right in on a triangle. It's fully locked. The arm is across. He's going to get the sweep with it now. Oh, this is bad. Gets the tap. Derek Milton out of 410 Academy with the submission win after riding out most of the match in dominant top control.
Yeah, I wouldn't be too mad if I was Jack. That was his first jiu-jitsu match ever.
Wow, at an event like this, really?
Yeah.
Impressive.
That's what Riverfront Jiu-Jitsu does. They just throw their guys out here. They say if you want experience, just go out there and do it.
All right, we're going to be taking it back to some more kids matches. This is a gray versus yellow belt matchup. We got Xavier Jumper from McCool Jiu-Jitsu. He's going to be going against Lein Dardy from Gentlemen's Jiu-Jitsu. We got Liam in the white rash guard, Xavier in the all black. Oh, wow. He's immediately looking to shrug to the back.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Going straight for the rear naked choke without really getting his legs
wow,
in.
That's
but
on. He has one hook in, the top hook, but that choke is very deep. He's grabbing his forearm. I wonder if he can get it behind the head. Interesting here. It looks like he's using his fist in the side of his face.
Yeah, he was able to recover the back control there and get a top side body triangle.
So Xavier is, wow. Yep, he's going to get the tap. Very quick submission from Xavier Jumper out of McCool Jiu-Jitsu.
That was odd, but okay.
All right, 6-minute match coming up. You got Daniel Sansy here out of Kaizen Academy versus Dennis Pratt from Balance HQ. Purple belt match, 6 minutes, all subs legal. All right, Daniel sits. Trying to work some off balancing early on.
Some half butterfly, okay, full butterfly guard now here by Daniel.
Looks like Dennis is aware of the inversion. Looks like he tried to counter that sweep with a bolo, but he'll wind up on bottom. He's going to be playing some knee shield now.
Yeah, and this is a purple belt match, so all subs legal except for slams.
And so Daniel looks like he's trying to squish that knee shield down and get both knees pointed towards each other, but in the process, Dennis is going to get his guard back. You see how that it's like he opted to take reverse De La Hiva and start inverting instead of like getting his feet in front of him.
And he has a body lock here. Oh, I was curious what that half guard body lock was for. Maybe it was a knee bar attempt.
Yeah, it could be the way his legs were configured. It wouldn't be surprising if you told me he was trying to shoot that dog bar.
Yeah.
But look at this.
Oh.
Does Daniel jumps to guillotine?
No, he lets go after he came up for that.
And now he's going to be working his half guard.
So now we have Dennis on top out of Balance Studios.
Daniel is doing a nice job of denying that crossface. He's got a 2-on-1, and look, he threads it for a Kimura. But Dennis's arm appears to be pretty straight.
Yeah, it looks like Daniel wants to feed that butterfly hook, that top butterfly hook in with that Kimura trap would be really nice for a sweep and finish.
Yeah, butterfly with the left foot would be very helpful for him right now. But check this out too, they're pretty close to the bleachers, so he can't do a ton of moving to that right side.
Yeah, I'd be ashamed to reset them here. They're in a very awkward position.
All right, we're going to get a reset. Same position. Chris Emery, the referee, is on top of it.
Looks like Daniel's trying to get a 2-on-1 with his half guard here. Oh, he has that lockdown.
He's got a lockdown. But look, Daniel's just trying to windshield wipe out of it. Oh, he breaks free. Gets a clean pass, and that arm is above the head.
Yeah, so he has a head and arm here with that crossface, and it looks like he pinned his arm down with the shin. He might want to pummel past the knees.
Yeah, very nice work here by Daniel Sansy here.
Very patient, keeping his head aligned.
Daniel's putting a ton of pressure on right now. I don't think the choke is really on, but you see him grabbing his wrist. A lot of people have been liking that sneaky wrist lock from a failed head and arm.
Yeah, his corner's telling him not to stop, so looks like Daniel's got to keep he's got to keep pushing off, getting to his side, trapping a leg. Dennis is doing a really good job of staying tight. It looks like he has the position for the back.
Oh, yeah, he's got a body triangle. The arms across. He's going to be looking for a rear naked here. If he can get that grip adjusted, he has a... And there's the tap. Daniel Sansy here out of Kaizen Jiu-Jitsu Academy. He's going to get the win by rear naked choke. Oh, I'm sorry.
That was definitely Dennis
Dennis Pratt from Balance HQ.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your line to the rattle table. This is a rattle table. We will be announcing the winners of the raffle shortly after the intermission.
A blue belt match. We got Sam Mueller's second match of today. Should be going against Caitlin Moritko from Inversion Jiu-Jitsu.
Next up, we have a blue belt match. Out of the red corner, Caitlin Moritko of Inversion Jiu-Jitsu.
You guys all right?
And out of the blue corner, we have Sam Mueller from MPR MMA.
This is a blue belt match, 5 minutes. So intermediate rules, no neck crank, twisters, scissor, takedowns, heel hooks, or slams. We have Caitlin pulling guard to pull in a close guard. Sam Mueller's on top.
Look at that. She walked up a nice high guard, but Sam was pressuring in a little bit. Look at that. Like Caitlin was feeding in a reverse Kimura on that left side.
Oh, nice high guard here, and
She has
keeps
a
that.
really good look at an armbar right now. Good escape by Sam. And she's immediately going to start working her passing.
Yep.
Caitlin keeping a good frame with the right leg.
I was going to say that guard recovery was pretty good here. Almost looked like Sam was going to pass, but Caitlin was able to recover.
It's interesting how she's using the instep of her foot for guard recovery on the hip. But eventually Sam switches sides. She gets to mount. She's already walking the elbow above the head. We're going to see a chair sit.
Oh, we get
Invert.
an arm bar here.
Yeah, armbar attempt. She's on the left shoulder. And if she can get this straight, because she's already on her hip, the chance of finish is just so much higher. And that arm is straight. Caitlin taps. Wow, Sam Mueller, MPR Endurance, gets the submission victory by armbar. All right, 2 down for Sam Mueller today. All right, just a reminder here, for those of you who are joining us a little bit later, the food truck is open, Uncle John's Barbecue, here to serve delicious barbecue with homemade sauces right here outside of Riverfront Jiu-Jitsu.
Also, check out the vendor booths. We got Subdue Jiu-Jitsu merch table. Get your no-gi gear, the t-shirts, hoodies, and hats. All purchases come with a free sticker. Wreak havoc on the mats with Subdue Jiu-Jitsu.
All right, we got Anthony Williamson from McCool in the all-black gear, going against Brandon Taylor from the Vault in the pink.
I really like that pink set. It's a nice color. This match is a blue belt match, 6 minutes.
Oh, purple belt, actually.
Oh, is it? Oh, you're right. My apologies. Purple belt match.
Okay, so Brandon's going to pull, immediately starts working at that elbow on his left side. And that's a smart thing to do. Given he has the butterfly hook with his right leg, he would want to be working at the opposite elbow to look at things like shoulder crunches.
Yeah, but Anthony's doing a really good job of keeping his hips flat. Using his head.
And I like that wrist pin that Anthony has going on. And see, when he lost it, Brandon was able to get his elbow propped up onto the mat. That's going to stop a lot of passes and just give them more framing options. You keep that wrist pin to the mat, you can more often than not have your pass a lot cleaner with less recovery options.
Yeah, you see how Anthony was able to pummel his legs to the other side? It kind of flattened him right back off. So this is a good position for Anthony to start passing that flattened out half guard.
Yeah, I'm seeing good stuff from Anthony so far. But Brandon, it looks like he's aware of all of it, knows exactly where to block. You see how he's using his elbow in the face, too.
Yeah, Brandon's not allowing Anthony to flatten out his top body, so he's not getting any kind of
He's been very active with that left hand framing, but you see this. Wow, he was able to backstep past, and he's going to wind up in north-south. And he's going to turtle up. But Anthony spins to the back.
no hooks in though yet. So
yeah, you see how he's torquing that knee. He was trying to get that hook on the right side in there.
Yeah, Brandon's doing a really good job of not letting him. Oh, actually, I didn't even see that arm trap there. He has his right arm trapped.
Yeah, he was pinning the wrist the whole time.
Yeah, that's gonna stop him from trying to roll. Now he has both hooks in, flattened out.
If he flattens him out, belly down, this is gonna be bad. He's got almost like a half Nelson going on.
I wonder if that was on purpose to flatten him out and mount.
I'd imagine so. As you see how he went to his back right after he started walking the hand up. All right, they are standing. Little trip attempt by Anthony, but he gets him down anyway. Nice. I like that how he stuffed that knee in the hip pocket and follows through. He has 2 hooks in again. Yeah, Brandon's going to have to do some hand fighting here.
Yeah, not a lot of time left on the clock either.
Wrist control, he's pushing it down. I'm wondering if he's thinking about trapping an arm. He's simultaneously trying to trap either arm, whether it's with the leg or with the wrist control, pushing it down.
Yeah, but Brandon's doing a good job of keeping his hips misaligned.
Yeah, I noticed that. He's constantly on his feet, keeping his knees pointed towards the ceiling. Just makes it a little bit easier for you to wiggle either shoulder to the mat.
Top shoulder trap. Now he gets the arm trapped.
Yeah, he put it in the crook of the elbow like it is now. That's how he got it the first time. Brandon was able to get out of it. And look, even though the feet are high, that arm is still trapped.
Yeah.
You're very compromised here.
Would be a good opportunity to get that back triangle.
So we're just back to like a conventional back control explosion out by Brandon. That was
very nice.
perfectly
and
timed.
He has a nice headlock, head and arm.
I mean, he went from being in full back control to this top sprawl position.
Oh man, I would not let up.
In less
you
than a
don't have
second.
a lot of time to work here.
Yeah, that could have been a great chance for Brandon to throw a submission and even the score.
Yeah, being Anthony, I mean, I would just coast here. You know, you have a lot of submission attempts. You got a little bit of time left. Yeah.
There we go. All right, so a good performance from Anthony Williams, but very gutsy of Brandon Taylor to still keep on fighting the whole way through and eventually escape the back, explode out. So Anthony Williamson's going to get out, get the decision win. All right, here's a good one. We got Matthew Bam Bam Velez out of Prodigy Jiu Jitsu. He's taking on Rea Vangala from Tiger Kang Martial Arts. And like I was saying before about how all the Tiger Kang kids and teens, they bring a pace. Matthew does the same. And he's been doing it for a very long time, so this will be a great match.
So Matthew's a green belt, and Nick, late replacement, is a blue belt out of Tiger Kang. It's going to be a 5-minute match.
Yeah, we know Matthew is 15. Not sure how old Nick is.
It's got to be around the same age.
Yeah, 16, 17 maybe.
Never know these days. These kids, what are we feeding them? All right, this one's going to be fireworks for sure.
All right.
So we got Nick on bottom.
Yeah, fast pull by Vangala. Matthews immediately trying to X-pass that open guard. Nick had a very sticky reverse De La Riva hook. Fast leg drag. Good guard retention here. Nick's keeping his knees tight to his chest.
Yeah, and he's recovering with no grips either, focusing more on retention. Ooh, nice stack by Matthew.
Yeah.
Splitting the guard here and trying to get that leg dragged is Matthew.
Look how Nick's foot is folded over Matthew's stomach. Crazy flexibility to retain the guard here. But it doesn't matter. Matthew just wants chest to chest right now. He'll go through that leg if he has to.
Yeah,
wow.
Drag.
Very fast.
Very nice. Very good recovery, too, by Nick.
And, you know, I keep saying the word fast, but it's not just speed. It's the technique, too. These two are good.
Right. It's all about the timing here and the timing of the explosiveness as well. Right.
Yeah, so it looks like instead of trying to, you know, separate the feet, Matthew's just opting for, like, chest to chest here. Wow. Super well timed crab ride back take. And he's going to be getting, yeah, he chair sits once more. He's really chasing the back. Nick's initiating those rolls. Looks like Matthew has a body triangle. Mid-roll, he locked that up. Oh, he's in on the choke. That looks very deep.
And he
Gets the tap. Matthew Velez out of Prodigy Jiu Jitsu gets the submission.
Dang, that match, I would like to see that match go for like 10 minutes.
Oh, yeah.
That was awesome.
All right, blue belt, 5-minute match. Liam Gray from Quintella MMA versus Gage Auslin from Webb.
Another blue belt match, 5 minutes. We got Liam Gray in the black, gray, and green kit, and Gage in the all black and white and gold.
All right, Liam with the early collar tie. Gage doesn't look too concerned about hand fighting. He looks pretty comfortable right here. Good shrug. That was a beautiful setup for the shot, but Gage saw it coming.
Yeah, you can tell Liam wants to go for the takedown. He is a little bit lower when he shoots as well.
See, one thing I notice when I see guys standing up hand fighting, it always seems that one of them is a little bit more intentional than the other with the collar ties, the snaps, and the drags. Now that's not a good or a bad thing.
Right, because the person defending doesn't want to commit too much. That's how they make those mistakes.
Exactly, but it's gonna be Liam who gets that the takedown. Shot a double, set it up pretty similarly to the first shot earlier in the match. But he's going to take a toe hold here. That knee is bent. This could be bad. Tap. Okay, so Liam Gray gets the submission, but this is a blue belt matchup. I'm wondering... No, look. Oh, that's right. You just can't heel hook an intermediate. I think he was talking to the ref, like midway. There was a little bit of confusion.
No, I think he heard the pop.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Okay, I was wondering what that was.
Yeah, he heard a pop, let go, but then he didn't tap, so
okay.
Eventually did.
Yeah, hoping Gage is all right, but that was a really well-timed attack by Liam. And is that our first leg submission of the day? It could be.
Actually, yeah, it is. That's interesting.
Yeah, 20 matches in, and we have our first one. Who would have thought?
Wow, are leg locks becoming a thing of the past?
Don't want to speak too soon. The next 10 matches could all be leg lock finishes.
So we have one more match until we have our 5-minute break for raffles and bathroom breaks and food. So if you want to grab some food now before it gets crazy in the next 5 minutes.
Yeah, I'm not going to lie. On my break, I went and bought a few raffle tickets myself.
So you don't want to miss our raffle table. You have a ton of exciting gift baskets, gift cards, and more from local businesses. We have options whether you are a jiu-jitsu lover or not. Go ahead and head over to the table and grab your tickets. Drawing will be held after this match.
All right, so Dallas Henderson in the orange out of Prodigy Jiu-Jitsu versus Armando Clemente from Tiger Kang. These two are both very experienced competitors. Expect to see much of the same as we saw in the Velez and Vangala match.
Nice arm drive here by Dallas.
Actually.
Whoa.
And Armando sits him down in the bleachers.
Dang. It's like matchmakers knew we needed a break after this fire.
Yeah, heavy shrug by Armando. Looks like Dallas's collar tie is coming up a little short. I don't know if you saw that. But Armando staying calm, staying patient.
Yeah, and he's also matching like the intensity and the level changes as well.
Yeah, you have to.
Man, this one got a...
Yeah.
The ref got his work cut out for him.
Looks like Max giving them a talking to about pushing out of bounds. And you know, at some tournaments, you would want to push them out of bounds to force things like penalties. But But we've got folks in bleachers here, so I'm sure the referee was just mentioning something about that.
Yeah,
Hopefully they keep it in the
essentially
center.
It's for the safety of them and also of others.
But yeah, I could watch these stand-up wrestling exchanges all day if they keep it in the center.
With only 5 minutes to work, I want to say, man.
Normally it's the heavyweights who are running each other out of bounds. These guys are all over the mat. And that one, I think that was just a shot that was getting defended. That wasn't intentional.
Right, absolutely. But I would like to see them circle in for the finish.
Hey man, Dallas has not let off the gas this whole time. Beautiful wrist snap.
Ooh.
To a single leg.
Man, give Dallas a little bit of more room and he'll send it.
And you could tell they respect each other because they are mutually agreeing to circle back into the center.
Right, Armando's kind of matching this, negating a lot of Dallas's threats here. It's all with the head position too.
Heavy snap by Armando. Goes 2 in a row on it.
How do you feel about those mercy grips?
There's some stuff you can do off of them, but personally, I tend to steer clear of it. Now, if you have one mercy grip and a collar tie, that's different.
Man.
One mercy grip and a collar tie is how you can hit some pretty sweet foot sweeps.
Yeah, or some duck unders too.
Oh, definitely.
Nice. All right.
Dallas is going to sit. Shouldn't be too hard to get something going here. And what it is, why this match is as exciting as it is it's because they're committing to every movement. There's no hesitation. It's just all commitment from both of these two.
Absolutely.
So Dallas had that knee torque De La Riva going. Back rolls back to a standing position.
Dude, that's cool points himself.
Ooh. See, I thought that shot was pretty deep, but Dallas did a really good job. Right. Looks like Dallas was running him over, Armando was running him over, but Dallas just opted to pull in the middle of it. Why waste time and go out of bounds, get a reset when you can just get it going? Smart decision by Dallas.
Absolutely. I mean, I feel like he also had no choice because Armando did not give him any space.
Diving for the Kimura is Armando, but Dallas's De La Riva stays really connected.
Yeah, Armando didn't look like he had the grips for the Kimura to dive for it. So.
And look, you see how Dallas's instep is hooking his hip right now? Oh, it's off now. But I was going to say, don't be surprised if he tries to knock him over to the left and start to bolo.
Yeah, that's a good off-balancing position for a bolo.
Nice pass. He recovers partially, but he is in a front headlock, and he's going to keep on passing.
Man.
Now we have a reset. Playing De La Riva on the other side now, or reverse De La Riva is Dallas. Oh, look at that.
Time. Wow.
Clock expires.
I wanted to keep going.
As Armando is trying his pass again. Fun match.
Very fun match. I would say so far that's fight of the night.
So who won that one?
I'm not judging. Listen, I'm not here to judge, but I will judge their decisions.
Armando Clemente.
Wow.
He gets the nod.
Wow.
Dallas not feeling the result, but
I mean, I don't agree with it either. I feel like Dallas did pull to initiate any kind of grappling in that match, but
well, at the end of the day, Dallas was working those passes. Got past the legs a couple of times. But no, I do agree with you. It wasn't happening on the feet, and Dallas was the first one to initiate some grappling. Not to say that grappling standing up is not grappling. Still a very fun match.
Absolutely. I would call that fight of the night so far.
All right, we are going to take a short 5 to 10 minute intermission. Raffles will be going off. Bathroom breaks are recommended, and it's going to give a lot of folks to get a chance to hit that food truck outside.
And we will have to definitely, what is it? What is it when you extinguish a fire?
Fight the fire?
Put down the fire that was just this last match.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, dude, those two.
And then mute.
Thank you. All right, we are back with some more matches. We got Charlene Dixon from GF Team versus Jillian Peterson from NPR Endurance. It's going to be an 8-minute match.
I think this is our first female black belt match of the night.
Ever.
Oh, yeah.
At Riverfront, ever.
Awesome. All right, so we have Jillian in the black and gold. And Charlene in the all black.
All right, looks like Jillian's going to slide past the back. Oh, she gets the trip. And she's going to wind up on top. Briefly look to windshield wipe, but she'll take a flattened half guard and she'll get a reset.
Yeah, I think she's focusing more on the control with that flattened out half guard.
It's like Jillian's working to push that arm across the center line.
And that knee free so she can slice through either mount or side control.
Yeah, she's going to tripod up and she's going to... Ooh, good recovery. You see how she was like getting a little off balance and she changed the direction of her knee to keep everything there.
Absolutely. Charlene's trying to get that underhook so she can get a deep half, but that crossface on that Jillian is putting, or the head and arm here. Now she went over for an arm lock. It's a really good position for Charlene with that underhook and the deep half. See if she can get her weight to her hips, one of the hips at least.
So she was grabbing low at the ankle. It looks like she is going to want to take an underhook and connect hands.
Ooh.
Americana. Jillian working that Americana from top. Now, a lot of the times, a lot of people just use that to pass, but man, from a position like this, can get very dangerous. And she's got a heavy crossface. So what do you see here? What do you think? What do you think it would be smart for Jillian to do right now?
To continue what she's doing, honestly. She's staying on top, maintaining that good pressure here, not allowing Charlene to get that underhook or the deep half. I would like to see her head on the left side so that she can pass. She has an underhook on the right side. It looks like she may be looking either to attack the legs or flatten her out again.
Yeah, so Charlene does have her underhook now, and she does connect hands. It looks like Jillian has a toe hold.
Yeah, this is going to be a shootout here.
If she can torque that across the body and turn that into a knee bar, that'd be... Oh, wow, dude, she is really bending that foot. Man, Charlene had to eat that one. So Jillian's digging at a heel.
Yeah, it's a reposition here for Jillian.
Yeah, almost, it's like neutral ashi because they have a symmetrical position. So Jillian initiated that from neutral ashi, but Charlene took the same thing. Hers was a little bit more, had a little bit more of a bite on the heel, and Jillian had to react big. But unfortunately for her, she's getting flattened out with this head and arm control right now.
Yeah, she was able to follow and backstep to get to the top position with Jillian. Getting that left leg free and really at this point, it's about getting that left knee closer to the head.
And yeah, look, I think she's above the arm on her leg. I think we're going to see mounted triangle. Yes. There it is. So she gets the foot folded underneath of the shoulder. And really here, Jillian doesn't even have to. Okay, so now she's going to have to cross her legs. But I've seen people get finished with mounted triangles, and their feet aren't even connected.
Very nice escape here by Charlene. Good stack and shoulder shrug to get out of that triangle. Now she lands on top side control.
Yeah, somewhat of a common theme tonight, or today rather, is the person who's attacking the submission attempts and they're putting the volume out. They'll find themselves in a bad spot. But like you were saying before, it doesn't really matter as much because that's what's valued the most for this rule set. Ooh, like Charlene was working at an Americana of her own. That's going to force Jill to start to turn into her right. And look, I know Jillian wound up on top for the majority of the first half of the match, but Charlene really does understand control. You could tell by how she's not taking a crossface with that far side, but she's digging an underhook and wrapping over the neck.
Yeah, her ribs are really what's pinning Jillian down to the mat. But
So
Jillian was
okay.
able to come up to her knees.
Yeah, because Charlene loosened up on that control a little bit, but not a bad spot at all right now if you're Charlene Dixon. I can't tell if Jill has a grip on Charlene's leg.
I think she's just turtled here.
Yeah. Up, you're right. Her leg is back. And Charlene is posting hard on the back of Jillian's head.
Oh, I see. Okay, so she's looking to either try to get like a back triangle with her leg, feeding her right leg or her left leg over the head, but
Yeah.
Jillian was recognizing that early and staying tight with her turtle.
Yeah, Jillian in control early, but looks like Charlene's just having a tough time to open up this position and get some offense going.
Yeah, Charlene's looking to either trap the left arm of Jillian's with her legs to either get a crucifix, but Jillian decides to bail on the turtle and get half guard here.
Yeah, I'll go check it out.
Charlene's sliding over into three-quarter mount nicely. If she's able to keep those elbows high, I'd say she has a very good chance of keeping her pinned here. But Jillian's able to build a little bit of base. But gave up her back momentarily, but it looks like she's about to slide out. I can't see what kind of danger her arm is in right now. You know, the way Charlene is moving, it tells me she might have a look at something. You see Chris Emery taking a deep look, so her arm could very well be wrapped up. Oh, yeah, her arm is caught. She has an omoplata now.
Nice.
Yeah, very good offense from Charlene here.
Yeah, I almost thought she was going to go for that omoplata.
Jillian drops back. She takes the heel. Doesn't really have a bite on it yet, and that's going to be time. And smart decision tactically in the last few seconds there from Jill. You know, jumping back one last time.
Oh, I love this. Very cool camaraderie here with the ladies.
And, you know, the deciding factor could be something as, like, how much danger was Jillian's arm in when they were facing away from us. The only person on the judges' team who could see that was Chris Emery. It could very well be what they're talking about right now.
I think there was a few leg entanglements as well from the ladies with the toe hold, and I think there was a knee bar there.
Well, yeah, Jillian
Early in
had
the beginning.
a really tight toe hold.
And that's why we're not the judges. Also, shout out to Jillian. She's a Army veteran.
Definitely something to be noted here at Riverfront Fights. Obviously in partnership with the We Defy Foundation.
Yeah, it costs on average $2,500 to cover the cost of a 1-year scholarship, which is funded through the donations. So keep those donations coming in throughout the event.
All right, we got a winner here. It's going to be Charlene Dixon from GF Team DC.
Dude, it could have gone either way, honestly. That was a really good match.
Yeah, it was a solid match. Trading sweeps, sub attempts, upper and lower body.
Another one of our vendor booths, Criminal Guard Clothing. Criminal Guard is a bold, innovative jiu-jitsu apparel company inspired by infamous criminals from ancient times to the present. Their brand embraces the spirit of resilience, strategy, and the art of the escape. Just like most notorious outlaws in history, with the slogan, "Escape like a criminal," we aim to equip you with gear that's not only reflects your passion for jiu-jitsu, but also embodies the cunning and determination of history's most infamous figures. Whether you're on the mat or in your everyday life, Criminal Guard ensures you're ready for to outmaneuver any challenge, just like the legends they draw inspiration from. We also have Advanced Tactical. ATAC is an instructional weapons familiarization course. ATAT provides both individual and small group lesson plans that are tailored to today's ever-changing dynamic environment. This is accomplished through a series of courses available for all skill sets.
All right, Jacob Sukanik versus Steven Krzyminski out of Tiger King MMA. Gray belt matchup.
I'm like, I do need it. I'm a blue belt.
It's a 4-minute match.
Yeah, we got Jacob in the black and red. Takes a single. Tries to turn. Oh, that was a very nice sit out by Jacob.
Ooh, but Steven was able to capitalize on that sit through. Nice recovery there.
Very good instinct by Jacob.
That's no good.
Yeah, I almost thought he was in danger, but he got out of that really nicely.
Yeah, and keeps that top position after that sit out. So it looks like Steven has a look at a Kimura. Oh, he gets it behind his back. He's gonna sweep him with it, but will he be able to finish it? See, most of the time after a sweep happens, the top player will just let it go and move on to something else, but he's able to lift the shoulder off the mat. If he can get that wrist away from the hip, he does have a good chance of finishing this.
Yeah, Jacob is smart with keeping his back to the mat and elbow close to his ribs. Any separation there, and he's going to get that finish.
Oh, man. That's behind the back again. Yeah, that's it. Referee Max Suez is going to stop it.
Good call, good call.
Yeah, you never want to see kids push their limits with a submission like that, but, props to Jacob for toughing out those first few. But it's just like once Steven got his shoulder off the mat, got Jacob's shoulder off the mat, that's when it really started looking wicked.
chin up for Jacob, man. He's a stellar kid himself. This is just a crazy good match. The kids at Tiger King, man, they're just a different breed. Did I hear right? They were looking for a last-minute blue belt match to fill in.
I'm not sure. Who said that?
I heard the announcement just now, Billy.
I'll do it.
No, stop it. And shout out to our fight bonus sponsors. We have Allen Construction for the Fight of the Night. $250 each competitor for the Fight of the Night. Thank you to our Fight of the Night bonus sponsor, Allen Construction. Allen Construction is Delaware's premier construction company for all your roofing, windows, siding, HVAC, and renovation needs. Contact them today for an estimate. And we also have Carver Ties. Thank you to our fastest submission Fight of the Night bonus sponsor, Carver Ties. Carver Ties is America's largest rideshare advertising company. They transform cars into powerful marketing channels for brands while improving the likelihood of their drivers.
Hey, Elise, what's the guy's name and who's he replacing?
So, I don't know if we want to skip it or
Jiu Jitsu versus Haley Pace from Riverfront Jiu Jitsu.
It's a gray belt match, 4 minutes. Sub only with a ref decision.
So we got Abby Natursky with the white sleeves on the black rash guard, and we got Haley in the all black.
Very nice body lock here by Haley. It
Abby's
looks like
fighting with that underhook. And we'll end up in Abby's close guard.
with a body triangle close guard, which is pretty hard to get out of.
Eric and I were talking about that earlier. It's not the most mobile position, but some people... Oh, we got a tap. Maybe? Okay, the referees decided for the safety of the competitors, he stopped the match with a deep Kimura in from Abby Natursky.
Good call. I mean, it really is for the safety of the competitors, especially being kids. So Abby gets the win with a Kimura.
Yeah, and it's a
charity event, man. You live to train another day.
Some of these kids, and they're too tough for their own good.
For real. And with the adrenaline, like, you just never know when it's... Just trust the refs.
Yes. These guys are getting in a little earlier than they thought, but our next match is going to be a purple belt matchup lasting 6 minutes, featuring Ben Lakatos from Balance Studios and Eric Stankowitz from Booth BJJ and Semper Fi MMA. More and more common these days, people training at multiple gyms. Myself, I'm guilty of that.
Same.
With multiple
You
gyms
have
on the
to.
card. Yeah.
It just goes to show, like, the evolution of training, right? Because I want to say maybe even just 10 years ago, it was frowned upon to be training at other gyms, and today it's very common.
No, absolutely. I think people realize the benefits of cross-training, get different looks, see what the other schools are
Your
learning.
students get better, and you allow people to show up and get your students better, you know? Everyone gets better.
Absolutely. All right, so we got Ben in the white rash guard, and we have Eric in the black.
So we have a nice deep overhook here.
Eric looks to be setting the pace, and Ben...
Nice single.
Ben on the ground in the split position, but this is where Ben likes to play from, bottom half guard here. Eric doing a good job, though, staying tight.
Nice. Is he like a rubber guard player?
Ben is the most bendy.
Ben
Yes.
Bendy.
Former 10th Planet guy, current Balance MMA guy. Has a really good, I think, mashup of those two styles.
Nice. As you can see.
Yes. Coming in with this high guard. Ben looking to come up. Maybe to an Umaplata here.
Oh, no. Oh, when he
Eric.
goes to attack the toe hold here
is on
from
the
that,
leg.
that was a nice transition.
Beautiful transition there by Ben. And Eric looking to fight it off with his own toe hold.
Doesn't quite have the grips, but he can turn it into a knee bar.
Ben not looking too worried right now, but acting with some urgency.
You got to respect it. If you get any inch closer to the knee, it's a good position. Looks like he has his butterfly hooks. Or, I'm sorry, the crab hooks. Wait, that...
Is Ben... Oh. Okay, we got an injury here.
Yeah, there's nothing really to do.
Man, that's unfortunate.
You guys have, at least, you guys have anything here, like ace?
I mean, I have ice, but like, really, we get no matter what, any first aid, he's got to.
Oh, he is walking. Okay.
Yeah, he's up. He's up. That's good to see. A little respect there between the competitors. Hopefully Eric is okay. Ben Locatos will take that win. Sure, it's not the way either of them wanted that to end, but
Right, right.
fortunately that's the nature of what we're doing here sometimes.
It is the name of the game. Is that from a calf slice position?
I was about to call it looked like a calf slice.
Right.
And Ben does do that a lot.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay. I thought he was going for like crab ride, but then I saw his foot, his whole leg was in there. So, yeah, calf slice. Freak accidents, they happen.
We were just talking about how hope nobody gets injured at the charity tournaments, but unfortunately, it's happened to a lot of us. Hopefully Eric's okay.
Yeah, hopefully he is okay. Hope he recovers well.
Right. Cowboy hat, American flag sleeves.
Oh, the hair, man.
And the hair to finish it off. We have Nicholas Cusado from Tiger Cane MMA and Eli Scantlin from Gentleman's Jiu Jitsu. Eli is in the American flag rash guard, and Nicholas in the all black. Nicholas sits.
Yeah, Nicholas looks nice and calm and collected.
Ooh, Eli doesn't like the guard pulling.
I mean, he does have to engage and move forward, right? It's not up to the guard player.
Right, guard pulling is legal under this rule set, so he's got to engage that guard. That's one way to do it. Oh, okay. Takes a little shot at a pass there.
Yeah, I wonder if this is a tactic to just get into his head before he starts engaging.
Yeah, I mean, jiu-jitsu is a mental, it's a mental exercise.
It's mental more than it is physical, honestly.
Coach Earl Small calling for a knee slice from his competitor. Seeing some openings there. Coach is wearing that American flag hat. Another pass attempt there from Eli. Nicholas looking nice and calm in this guard. He probably knows what he looks like. He knows what he wants. Ooh, little engagement there from both gentlemen. Now, Eli's being very tactical with his passing. He's not just jumping at it. He's letting Nicholas come to him. He's letting kind of back up, and then he's going to explode forward. Oh, speaking of people exploding forward. Nicholas in on the leg here.
Sticky hooks.
Beautiful. And now I think we got, for the first time this match, got a chance to see what Nicholas might want. Looks like he might be looking to get in on that leg, maybe go for a sweep.
Yeah, like we were just talking, the burden does lie on the guard passer. Like they have to engage and get in there.
A little inversion here.
Nice crab hooks. This is what I'm talking about. Okay. Very good awareness, too, by Eli.
Eli comes up now. See how this shakes out. Yep.
Yeah, he's going to have to split those legs before. There we go.
Ooh, we got a sweep here from Nicholas. Eli staying on top, though.
50-50 is such a weird position to try to pass. You got to start separating legs or getting a good cross face first.
Especially when we don't have, these youth matches, we don't have the leg attacks available.
Right. There's not much reward here at the 50-50 position. For this match, at least. Oh.
Okay. Both coaches calling for, Eli's going to end up on top. And in a little better position now. Let's see if he can capitalize on this.
Yeah, if he can sprawl that leg down and back, because his leg is really what's trapping him. Like he has to free the 50-50 leg in order to get into any position.
Time.
And that's time.
We'll see what our judges have to say about that.
This one's going to be a tough one.
It is tough. It was very good position for both of them. Eli held that top pressure, fought off a lot of those sweeps. I wouldn't be surprised if that comes into account during the scoring. We'll see.
All right.
Win for Nicholas Cruzado. Now this next match, I have a feeling, is going to be super technical, so I'm going to hand it back over to Eric for the commentating for this one.
Shout out to Sean Robichaud for taking in our places.
All good.
Great commentary. Welcome back, Eric Naples.
Yeah, just in time for a good one. I think we got John Lyons versus Ben Smith now.
So that's Tommy. So I assume they're going back to that.
Oh, okay, yeah. We're going back to, there was a little change in the order of the bracket, or the matches.
Cody Briscoe from Fort Tan Academy of Martial Arts.
Last minute matchup or switch with the match. Jason Holland wasn't able to make it. Tommy Davis is late replacement for Jason Holland, going against Cody Briscoe. Tommy Davis out of Riverfront Jiu Jitsu and Cody Briscoe out of 10-4 Academy of Martial Arts.
Yeah, it's always good to watch those late replacement matches. It'd be great if he could get a win here on such short notice.
Right.
But Tommy's going to get that first takedown. Or sorry, Cody's getting the first takedown. Lines up in a half guard scenario from top.
Let's go, Tommy.
All right, he has single leg X here. Does Tommy on bottom. Looks like he's trying to get a straight ankle lock here.
Sweeps him down to his butt, and he's in on an ankle lock. But Cody did a really good job of disassembling the position. He gets his leg completely free. Not in an established position yet, but he is putting some good downward pressure. Now we're looking at some establishment here. Can't quite tell if it's 3/4 mount or full mount.
Looks like it's full mount.
Yeah, because he's walking that arm up on that side already. Such a hard spot to fight out of, like when they're not committing to the submission, but they're just controlling with the elbow above the head. Usually the escapes come when they connect hands for the head and arm. or even catch him at mid-transition for high mount.
Cody's trying to pass that elbow over so he could get the head and arm. But Tommy's doing a really good job of really not allowing that shoulder to come across to the other side. I would like to see Tommy, get his arm out.
Yeah.
And start framing, create some space from bottom.
Okay, so he's not quite on the choke yet, but his hands are connected. So
and that elbow's past the shoulder.
And this is what Tommy's got to do. He's got to keep exploding onto that side where Cody's arms are occupied. Yeah, you see he keeps on doing it. He has his knees in now, so it looks like he's going to have a good shot at getting his guard back at least.
That's the space he needs to create.
And just when I say it, he slides right back over to mount.
He's got to try doing that again and create that space with the hips. Cody's doing a good job at staying patient and moving at little inches at a time, not creating too much space to allow for Tommy to bridge and get his knees in.
But he hasn't stopped bridging to that left side yet. And, the lack of angle that Cody's able to create is what's saving Tommy right now.
Right, he's going to have to either...
And that was right into a triangle.
Yes!
And he's
Very
out.
nice
He's out.
escape here by Tommy.
All right, but look, Tommy's got some work to do because he was stuck in that head and arm for quite a bit.
Yeah, not a lot of time left on the clock either. For those of you tuning in, this is a 5-minute match for blue belts.
So Tommy is going for it. He fell back for that ankle lock. But, and Cody walked his left leg up over the shoulder for a triangle. Now Tommy's shoulders are kind of broad right now, so it may be tough to lock it completely. Like you see here, his feet are connected, but Tommy's pretty safe from the choke.
Yeah, he's going to have to posture up a little to get that break from the triangle.
Yeah, he slips out of it. Definitely have short time now. Timekeeper's just called out 1 minute. Look, you see how he's keeping that overhook on that left leg of Cody.
Yeah, not allowing him to pass the guard either. Oh, nice.
Beautiful pass. Over on the far side of the knee shield.
Ooh, do you
like
think he
that.
has time? Right to the back.
Hey man, if I'm Tommy right now, I'm squeezing everything below the nose just to get up on those submission attempts.
Absolutely. Because while there were some good attempts by Cody, it's really about which one was the deepest, right? Like how many deep real submission attempts we have here.
Right, but it looks like Cody defended that pretty well. Now it might not be over because he is gonna. Oh man, he stepped over for the armbar right at the last second, and it wasn't quite deep enough to keep going because. Wait, what's going on? Oh, they thought it was the end of the round. They thought there was another round. Nah, but yeah, that armbar wasn't quite deep enough to keep the clock going. So Cody's going to take the decision.
Good call, good call. Cody did have a lot more submission attempts, but man, if that match would have went going for a few more minutes, it could have ended differently.
And look, I don't know if some of these folks at home watching the stream realize how tough it is to just keep on pushing after you're in such a bad spot like that and find a way to get to a winning position afterwards. Because it already takes enough energy to escape the position, let alone go for your own offense afterwards.
Yeah, Jiu-Jitsu is a lot mental as it is physical. So those submission attempts really can break a person.
Yeah, so good performance by Cody, and big props to Tommy for taking this match on such short notice again. All right, here's a good one. We got John Lyons out of the vault. He's taking on Ben Smith from Collective Jiu-Jitsu. 8-minute round belt match, all subs legal. This one should be good. John Lyons took a little bit of time away from competition, and this is a great format for him. Always exciting, always going for the submission.
Really happy to see him back on the mats.
Coming out aggressive with the wrestling.
So we got John Lyons in the black and brown, and then we have Ben Smith in the brown and gray.
Ben running him over. He looked like he was looking for a knee tap, but John was just a little bit too far away.
Yeah, and he turned the corner too, which kind of off balance Ben.
Nice shot. It looked like John kind of conceded the position just found a way to get to a good guard where he could start working from.
If you know you're about to get taken down, you want to end up in the best position for your jiu-jitsu, right? So even if that means pulling guard as Ben initiates that takedown.
And especially at the lighter weight classes where it's not a huge deal if you're on bottom. When the higher up in weight you go, and being on bottom gets progressively worse and worse. But, these dudes who are, 185 and under, I think this is a 155-pound match. John should be pretty comfy working off his back. So smart decision tactically, but we see Ben here shutting John's grips down. He's keeping his hands in the armpits.
Yeah, and he's staying pretty, well-rounded with his base as well. Not too high postured, but also not low enough to let John Lyons break his posture down.
Looked like John was trying to bump up just to not get the sweep, but maybe just make him post to flip something up like a triangle or a Kimura. Oh,
nice.
Very fast double armbar attempt. It looks a little bit low, but still, this creates a scramble.
A scramble for Ben as well, who almost went for legs here as well.
Ben's dropping back for the heel hook because that knee was externally rotated, and you can normally get a good bite on that.
The knee is free here, so it looks like John's safe, and he scoops
Look at that.
up
He's collecting his own. Oh, he's got the inside heel hook tap.
Dang. Very nice counter inside
beautiful.
heel hook.
Inside heel hook. Countered Ben's attempt, and that's like classic John Lyons style, countering the leg locks. And even if it's the free leg, when he gets a bite, they get nasty fast. So great performance by John Lyons out of Vault, BJJ.
John Lyons keeping leg locks relevant.
Later. All right, up next, going to some kids matches, 4 minutes. Enzo Trivarelli versus Will Krzminski out of Tiger Kang MMA. Enzo coming from Quintella. Here we go. Will's looking pumped up. We'll see how Enzo deals with the pressure that those Tiger Kang kids are known to come with.
Enzo in the gray, black, and green. Will in the black and white. This is a 4-minute match. Yellow belts.
Little throw by attempt by Enzo. We'll see Will opt for bottom position. Nice job of getting past the legs, even though he was framed in his shoulder with the foot.
Yeah, he closed the distance from chest to chest here, even though he still has to pass that half guard. staples that bottom left leg of Will.
He flipped the triangle instantly when Will went to go reset, or sorry, when Enzo went to go reset for the pass. He has a really good angle, underhook on the leg. And you see how he's leaning to that right side. That's a sign that that thing is on. Max taking a close look at the arm because Will did have the arm straightened out for a second.
Yeah, but you have to think these are yellow belts. They're almost equivalent to like blue belt kids. So they know when to tap.
Yeah, I know some yellow belts that operate for sure on an adult brown belt level. He's got a Kimura, but you see how he's using his own leg to defend from further like
And
rotation.
he taps.
Yeah. Will Krzyminski from Tiger County MMA with the submission win. Wasn't quite the a Kimura per se, but he had great shoulder lock pressure on it, similar to like you would see in like a Barada Plata. The shoulder does funny things when it gets jammed up like that, and he found the finish very nicely. Right, blue belt matchup coming at you next. Justin Errett versus Juan Cologne from Jiu Jitsu 1. All right, we got Juan Cologne in the black and white. Justin Errett in the all black.
You see some wrestling here.
You know, for a submission-only event, not a lot of guard play so far. I mean, some of the kids pulled guard pretty quickly and found their finish, but a lot of the adults have been wrestling today.
I want to say it's because of how like no-gi jiu-jitsu is evolving, and with like the different type of rule sets right now, it's kind of favoring wrestling and ADCC rules.
You see Cologne is constantly fighting for the superior position. He's not settling for any grips that Justin's putting on him. Mercy grips and a reset.
I'm seeing a lot of mercy grips today.
You know, it's funny. I don't think anybody really trains for mercy grips. It's just something that kind of happens in a match. Nice shot by Juan.
Nice.
Picks that single
Dude.
up way up in the air. And you see Justin try to attack that guillotine.
Dude, he snatched that.
Yeah, that was
single leg. Really nice.
That was very nice. It's like Justin has like a 4 fingers grip on that left side. See Juan trying to punch that underhook. Good stoppage by referee Chris Emery. You don't want to see guys these size crashing into the bleachers.
Not at all. And with 5 minutes for this match, you would think, you know, that one will decide to pull sooner rather than later. But it doesn't look that way with these two. Almost looks like they wanted the same thing with that overhook.
Right.
Little throw by.
And I like the way Juan is getting his head out of the center line to find the angle for those shots.
Yeah, he was very successful with getting that single.
All right, he's going to pull. Looks like he has 2 underhooks for now. Pushes them off balance. But he keeps the underhooks right into a double. Oh, he's got to be careful with this triangle, though.
Postures up right away to get out of that triangle zone. He's in Justin's knee shield now.
Juan's got to look at the guillotine off the wrestle up. Looked like Justin found himself out of it. We'll see what Justin's passing looks like now. Seated guard for Cologne. Oh my God, you see that? It's like he juked him.
Yeah.
I think he went for like a front headlock, but last second Juan moved his head out of the way. But very good instincts by Justin to salvage the position.
Yeah, and to remain on top, as I say that.
Guillotine again, and even then the neck was wrapped up. Like there wasn't any control with the legs, so Juan was able to find his way out. There's an ankle lock. It's not quite low enough yet. I mean, the grip looks good if he can sweep him with it, but Justin's disassembling the guard. And that's time.
Oof.
Close match.
Very.
If I had to guess, I'd say Juan.
Yeah, I would too.
Yeah, there we go. Just 1 or 2 more submission attempts from Juan is what sealed the deal there. But it's a great match, perfect mix of everything. They had wrestling, the guard work, the sweeps. And that's what you want to see. You don't want to see one position the entire time with nothing happening. So.
And we're down to our last 8 matches of the day.
Yeah, they kind of flew by pretty fast.
It has.
All right. Got a gray belt matchup. We got Maddox Trin from Tiger Kang. Going to be going against Timothy Furia from Daniel Gracie Delco. 4 minutes. Got Timothy Furia in the black and red. Or gray and red, I'm sorry. So Timothy's going to pull. Maddox immediately going side to side. Working the Toriando. And ducks under. Right into side control on the other side, but he's working his way towards the back. Very fast. That heisting chair sit. It looks like he's gunning for a rear naked already.
This kid has every scoring position and is now in on a sub.
Right.
Impressive work.
It's like there's no buffering with that. These Tiger Kang kids, they know exactly what they're looking for at all times.
They move.
Well, this is going to be tough for Maddox to fight out of. 2 hooks in, flattened out.
Timothy goes for the...
He's shooting a back triangle. Yeah, he has the back triangle. I think he's going to start going to work on the arm here shortly.
Looks like he's trying to isolate that arm.
Yeah, he's going to have to follow through for a couple rolls because the angle wasn't perfect, but you see how he's overhooking it. That arm is straight. Max stops the match. Great submission victory for Maddox Trin out of Tiger Kang. Yeah, that's what we were just talking about.
It's Tiger Kang kids, man.
It's like all they know is how to execute.
Back to a purple belt match next. We've got Brian Olvera out of Gentleman's Jiu Jitsu and Nick Gebhardt out of American MMA and Wrestling.
Yeah, and we know Nick Gebhardt is a active MMA fighter. Doing pretty good on the local circuit.
Awesome. A couple MMA guys here today. A couple good MMA gyms represented here today.
Oh yeah, from all over too.
Brian in the white rash guard and Nick in the blue. Just a little arm drag attempt there from Brian.
A jumping guillotine attempt from Nick there.
Both guys showing.
Looks like they're trading them. That's 3 in a row.
Trading the guillotine. It looks like Nick's on one. Oh, he's off now.
Will there be one more?
Let's see. See if Brian wants one back.
You see, when you have like a taller versus shorter opponent, if the taller person is good at keeping distance with their arms, it's very hard for the shorter man to get in on a shot. Because although that's what you want in a wrestling exchange, you want to be lower than the person. If you're being framed away by long arms, it kind of negates that.
I appreciate you letting me know that, because I'm always the taller guy in my division.
It's something to look out for. But right now, Brian is doing a good job of digging his underhooks, which is exactly what you want to do.
Very good. Very good defense. And on a Russian is Nick. Brian posting off there. See if he can get some distance. Nick's back on that guillotine.
Yeah, I was gonna say it'd be good if Nick could get his head to that other side, but it looked like he was just using that to snap the front headlock. You see Brian's kind of throwing Nick's arms out there. I was wondering if we're gonna see a shot soon, but this is probably the tightest guillotine we've seen so far. And Brian's reacting to it, but I don't think the hands are connected just yet. Unless he adjusted it right there. Yep. Got the towel. I was going to say it was a little congested. I couldn't see exactly what the hands were doing, but usually when somebody is really willing to fall down to that hip, that's a sure sign that choke is in. And Nick Gebhardt gets it done by guillotine.
Very nice. Very nice. Nick was showing us earlier that he wanted that guillotine, and he kept going for it until he got it. Nothing wrong with that, having a game plan, sticking to it.
The dudes who do MMA, they always have killer guillotines.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I've been tapped by more guillotines from MMA dudes than anything else.
They're so used to having to do it with the gloves on that I think when they take the gloves off, they can just slide their hands in there, man.
That's probably so easy for them. Here's a good one.
Yeah.
A light heavyweight matchup. Connor Dixon from the Cave Grappling Club versus Douglas Saldana from 410 Academy.
Neither of these guys strangers to the competition mats.
No, we know Connor is just coming back from a trip to Long Beach for the AIGA qualifiers. So he definitely knows what it's like to be in there with high-level dudes.
He was there with you, right?
Yes. Yep, on the finishers team.
How'd you know that? Douglas sits guard here. Connor's going to be looking to pass that guard now.
Connor's keeping that underhook on the right side, but he backs out.
Connor not letting Douglas get in any of that inversions, not letting him ice a little leg. Looks like that might be what he wants to do here.
I noticed Douglas is playing that seated guard with his legs folded underneath.
Douglas, for those you can't see, has a 2-on-1 grip on Connor's arm, but let's go.
Nice. I like how he used that cross grip to drag himself closer for a scoop grip. I think he's got like an arm drag on Connor's left arm. But you see how Connor is staying covering. Okay, so now he's going to overhook. When you cover the hips like that, that's just a way to keep that hip wedged in the air and make the passing easier. Framing away at the armpit now.
It's hard to tell from our... Oh, no, okay. Douglas thought he might have had a leg there for a second.
Yeah, it looked like he was inverting for something.
Connor looks like he might be able to flatten him out here. We'll get a lockdown in play. I like that for that armpit frame Connor was doing there.
Yeah.
Really seemed to be keeping Douglas down, but Douglas has the underhook now. See if he can do anything with it.
You see he's trying to connect hands underneath. But you know what, I think... Okay, now he's getting closer. I was going to say Connor might be a little bit too far away for that, but... He's able to heist and get to like a wrestle-up position. Not a bad idea tactically for Douglas to go back down. The position wasn't perfect. Maybe he knows Connor has great guillotines. Interesting to see more guard work from him.
Yeah, and that's the thing with sometimes with these high-level guys is, man, if you know your opponent's good at something, he's winning and he's winning and he's winning, maybe you don't want to wrestle up on him. Maybe you want to see if you can work your guard. Although
Right.
Connor's got this.
Yep, and here's the guillotine I was mentioning. And he'll shrug it off, go back down to guard, and see if he can get some offense going. Nice pass. But Doug's gonna turtle to defend. And we'll see if he's able to get to his back one more time. Now you see how Connor's threading his right arm through. Wonder if he's going for that seated katagatami that's becoming so popular now. Okay, so he has a chin strap now.
I'd say that chin strap grip looks tight. Now, I think it might be two hands, like a 10-finger choke position. Or is he under that arm? I can't tell.
I think he thought about it a little bit. He's switching back between the double front headlock and head and arm control. So now I can see Connor's left arm is threaded in a little bit deeper, and he's switching back and forth. There it is. Douglas tries to wrestle up. Connor's in an arm in. He's keeping his chin above the shoulder. You know, and even though this is now he has his heel digging in the hip. Slips out.
Douglas gets his head out.
Great defense by Douglas.
Seriously.
So now Connor will be on the bottom for the first time.
Connor looks like he's trying to wrestle up. Douglas looks like he's going for a leg.
So yeah, here it's going to require some disassembling for Connor to do right now, because not only is Doug's left leg covering, but he has a gable grip around his knee, keeping it bent.
So if you're Douglas, what are you looking for from here?
I would be looking to get my left leg on the inside. That's going to give you things like false reap, even single X if he opts for it. But this is just kind of a position where he's getting stifled right now because Connor can put weight on it. And what's important for Connor right now is that he keeps Douglas's left knee on the mat. And I like that he's keeping the head off the mat too, because that's where a lot of powering, like your bridges and stuff, come from. If your head is on the mat, your bridging is going to be a little bit more powerful.
Connor's got that good, you get the right hand right around his head, not letting him get his head to the mat, like you said.
And There must be something that Douglas is looking for, because he has kept that gable grip the whole time.
He has. That's a lot of energy. Oh, and as we said, he's actually.
So now,
Kind of works his way to this quarter guard.
yeah,
quarter
so
mount.
he locked his legs, but that's just allowing Connor to put the pressure on.
Kind of maybe looking for a head and arm here.
Definitely, and it's not uncommon to see the bigger guys finish that from 3/4 mount if they dip their hip down.
Oh, absolutely. Especially a guy like Connor Dixon really understands the choke. A lot of weight to put on there.
Sean, as far as getting your elbow from one side of the head to the other, defending this position, what are some things that you would do or you would recommend?
If I'm Douglas?
Yes.
Yep, if I'm Douglas. I mean, I like the angle he's keeping with his arm there, trying to push his elbow into Connor's head. The problem is when you have a guy like Connor Dixon raining that pressure, and now he goes to mount.
Oh, wow.
Douglas on his side here a little bit. Connor might sit to the back.
Yeah. What's important here is, like, I tell all the guys, you got to keep the chest to the shoulder to keep their shoulders concave if you want that back take.
Connor switched off to an arm bar. Setting up the triangle as well.
But, man, I bet you Douglas got some grips on him. It's going to be tough
yeah.
to separate the hands here.
I mean, he held that gable grip for like a straight minute.
Yeah.
Strong dude. Let's see if Connor Dixon is able to separate the hands of Douglas Saldana.
So we do have a...
Stop.
I believe he tapped.
We got a tap there. Okay. Sorry.
Yep.
Hard to see from here.
That had to be that back triangle.
That looked like it was in tight.
Yeah, I couldn't see exactly where Douglas's arm was. Connor Dixon's going to get the submission win. Yeah, and it was a great transition, too, from conventional armbar. They went belly down for a minute, and he was able to find the rear triangle, fairly fast. And I believe that was our last black belt match for the night.
Okay. Coming up on last set of matches here. Still got a couple more for you.
Oh, this is a good match. Familiar with both of these two. Sean Galligan from Daniel Gracie Delco. He's taking on Brandon Lyons from Riverfront. Sean Galligan, a very experienced competitor. And Brandon Lyons is pretty experienced himself. He competes in a lot of different rule sets.
He's no stranger to the gym either. That guy is jacked. Brandon Lyons from Riverfront, of course, wearing the Riverfront kit. Sean is in that black and white rash guard.
Oh, that was a nice foot sweep attempt. But he picked the single. He's trying to get some elevation on Sean right now.
Sean's doing a great job of not leaving the ground. Okay.
Nice takedown. But it looked like... Okay, I saw what Chris Emery was doing. I thought he was calling stop, but he was just, protecting the spectators. Good call.
These refs are doing a great job of that today. Some of these matches have been flying out of these mats.
So Brandon's going to get the pass right after that takedown happened. They're going to reset. Let's see, Brandon had like an overwrap grip on the neck.
Let's see if he's trying to move to a north-south. Sean recovers to turtle a little bit, see if he can work.
Yeah, it's early in the match. You can afford to expend some energy, or rather, you have the energy to expend to work out of these bad positions.
Well played.
And that was a very funky back take by Brandon. He had a strange configuration with his grip on the arm.
That's very interesting. I thought Brandon was about to settle there, but Sean did a good job getting his legs back in front of him. Sort of playing a butterfly guard here.
And yeah, I like what Sean is doing. Even though he's playing seated guard in close quarters, he was grip fighting very well. Another gets some elevation and takes him down again.
Brandon's doing a good job of combining that strength he clearly has with good technique. He's not just It's not easy to just lift somebody off the ground, I don't care how strong you are. Good wrestling technique. Jumps
Nice
to the
little
mat.
back take. And he salvages the position. He'll take mount. And this is probably the most solidified position we've seen in the match so far, with Sean flat on his back. Now, Brandon has a cross face. I'd imagine he wants to start digging an underhook on the left side, which he's doing now. Making him look away. But I do like that Sean is framing at the hip.
He is doing a good job. He might even get some elevation on those hips. If he can start sneaking his knee in. Okay, he's got one side.
Yep. Framing at the hip is key. You know, at the knee, you know, the knee can move around and adjust. The shoulder, you're just kind of pushing them up higher, but the hip is solid. It's that grip is not going to go anywhere.
Solid half guard position here from Sean, but man, he's dealing with that heavy frame from Brandon on top. Right on his face.
Interesting. I've seen that a few times today where people, instead of cross-facing, they're just like kind of dropping pressure down, keeping their head glued to the mat with the forearm. Some people even use their shin. Little scoop grip for Sean.
Yeah, maybe looking for a deep half.
And he
here.
has a butterfly hook.
Yeah.
Yeah, he turns it into X guard because he gets that knee behind. So you would think X guard is a little tough when they're on their knees, but because of the torque you can create on the knee, it makes for a great way to attack. And you saw Sean have a look at the knee bar, but again, much of the same. They end up standing, and Brandon had a tight body lock for a second.
Brandon, 130.
90 seconds remaining. Good shot. Little sweep single, but Sean stuffs it.
We're not the judges here, but I would think to get some positive looks in the eyes of the judges, Sean's going to need some sort of submission attempt, maybe takedown to submission attempt.
Just exchanging collar ties here. It looks like Sean's trying to drag that, yeah. He has a look at a Russian, but good foot sweep attempt from Sean.
And if he can get a little higher, closer to his shoulder, but man, Brandon's frame looks strong.
Yeah.
He's in the guillotine. See if he sends it.
Yeah, if he can snap him down and mount some offense, that'd be huge for him.
Yeah. Ooh, and they're down again. Sean, butterfly hook in on the left side. Now his left foot's on the hip.
Now, I wonder if Brandon wrestled.
You know, I would not be surprised.
Oh, there it is. Here's an attempt. Right to a triangle.
Now, if Sean can lock this up.
Yeah, his leg is free. I would be desperately trying to lock that up as tight as I
Don't
can.
forget, if he locks it up and time ends, we are to continue. Ooh, as we say that.
And you know what? Even though I think Sean could have locked that, they had to let the time expire because it wasn't locked.
Right, exactly. Yep, no, that was the right call.
You know, and I think that little tactical error there, that could have very well costed him the match.
We're going to find out.
So we'll see. Yeah, Brandon Lein's going to take it by decision. Great back and forth match, but ultimately the wrestling and the top control of Brandon gets it done.
Very good wrestling showcase from Brandon on that match.
Next up, we have a match out of the right corner, Nicholas Hill of the Clean Property Club. And out of the blue corner, Jimmy O'Connor of Balance Studios.
A little purple belt 6-minute matchup. Nicholas Hill from the Cave. You're going to be taking on Jimmy O'Connor from Balance Studios. We'll see if the Cave can go 2-0 for the day, as his coach Connor Dixon just got a submission win a couple matches ago.
So we got Nicholas in the camo shorts and Jimmy in the all black. Six-minute match, and we're going to see some wrestling here.
He has a good level change by Nick just now. Looks like he's getting there, like he's getting like deep on the shot, but no commitment yet. Maybe he's just testing the waters. Nice drag, but stuffed by Jimmy.
I like how they're circling in, too.
Oh, my God. Beautiful throw by Nicholas Hill.
Right away, he's trying to get that elbow up.
Yeah, that's
towards the head.
4 points if this was ADCC.
Is he going for a buggy?
Yeah, but it looks like his knee's a little bit too low to the mat. He would have to get that knee up a little bit higher behind the shoulder.
Right now would be a good time to attempt it again. Ooh, okay.
I'm not sure what weight class this is, but Jimmy looks a little bit bigger.
Yeah, he definitely looks lankier for sure.
Oh,
very nice wrestle.
Nice. Picked the single really nicely. Almost like hits a switch to reverse the position, but Nicholas is able to follow really well. So he's got crossed ankles. He's probably looking for back control. Oh, actually, no, he's looking at rear triangle because that one arm was out.
And nice transition to a knee
He has,
here.
like arm saddle and single X simultaneously. Out 50-50, he breaks him down. So if he can invert and get a dig at the heel while they're belly down, looks like they're going to roll out of bounds, get a reset standing.
Good call by the ref.
Yeah, good offensive stuff here from Nick Hill. Jimmy with the wrist control on the right side.
He's got that 2-on-1 now.
Yeah, coaches are calling out to watch out for wrist rolls.
They're standing pretty tall for wrestling, and I want to say they're looking for throws.
Yeah, well, after that first lat drop by Nicholas Hill, you got to think that he's feeling it, and he has an idea he can hit it again. But even though Jimmy's moving backwards, a lot of the times those type of throws rely on that forward momentum from the other person.
Absolutely. And this is a purple belt 6-minute match, so not a lot of time to work here.
A good, very informed shot by Jimmy, but Nicholas Hill he saw it coming, and he's able to defend it pretty nicely.
He's trying to circle to the back.
Mm-hmm.
He was able to get so with the knee wedged in.
So he's got him broken down on his shoulder now. He's following. Now he has that knee in the middle. Switches knees, but I do like what Jimmy's doing, and he winds up on top.
Wow, that was a nice recovery by Jimmy.
Yeah, this is like pretty high level stuff. Look, now he's in on the back triangle momentarily, but look, in the process, when you're getting shaken off, you can catch arm bars here. So Jimmy O'Connor trying to even the score in submission attempts. Muffling him a little bit.
Open that guard.
Little
Very
K-guard,
nice.
super swift transition at K-guard, and he's inverted.
Yeah, but Nick has his arm in, which really prevented that isolation on the knee.
Well, he'll take the sweep with it either way, and the pass. Now it looks like the momentum is definitely starting to shift a little bit for Jimmy O'Connor here.
Nice.
Oh, man. I think he threw his shoulder out. All right, so it looks like it looked like Jimmy took an injury there off that takedown. landed awkwardly, and you know, safety's got to come first. Jimmy probably felt something he didn't like and said, "That's it."
Hey, you gotta listen to your body sometimes. Live to train another day.
You know, very unfortunate ending because it was shaping out to be a very evenly matched up bout, but that final takedown is going to seal the deal for Nicholas Hill. Super unfortunate. You know, it's like always the best matches, something like this happens. It's never what you want to see.
Next up, we have a blue belt match in the red corner. Jason Jones from Riverfront Jiu-Jitsu.
Moving on, we got Jason Jones from Riverfront Jiu-Jitsu. He's taking on Anthony Frost from Precision Jiu-Jitsu. 5-minute match. All right, Anthony Frost in the green. Jones in the black. Nice shot from Anthony Frost. Picks that leg up, jacks it up. Great balance from Jones here. He's hopping on one foot, defending this nicely. And you see how he's a little bit too far away for that trip to happen. Wow, nice pick. That back control.
Very nice.
That was a sick Granby roll.
That reminded me of like that Gary Tonin.
Oh, yeah.
Roll from the body lock. Forget which.
Oh, yeah, he's been doing that for like well over 12 years now. I mean, he's done it a few times. I've seen him hit it at Metamoris.
Very, very cool. Granby.
So Anthony Frost was pushing the pace early with the wrestling, but Jason Jones with that beautiful Granby counter. He's going to wind up taking a look at the back here. You see locally, he's reaching for that far leg. What's he doing? Banana split?
Oh, nice reversal by Anthony
Frost. That happened in less than a second.
That is nuts.
Also, to be noted, common theme here at Riverfront Fights, Anthony Frost is a U.S. Army veteran.
He's got that seatbelt grip, which allows him to follow Jason.
So Jason staying on his elbows, trying his best not to get tipped over or flattened out. Oh, but look, he ended up, they're on the right side now. He's got that arm across the neck, but he's doing a very good job of fighting the second hand. It's such a dilemma. You know, do you fight the second hand or do you fight the choking arm?
Well, he's got 3 minutes left to work, so he can definitely take his time here.
So the angle's a little bit funky. You see how high Anthony's head is? That's going to make it hard for him to get like a finish here. But nonetheless, very good position here to work from with 2.5 minutes left.
And Anthony's doing a good job of switching his legs and making sure that they're on the right position for the side of the hip that he's on.
Coach is calling for Jones to straighten out his left leg. And, you know, if you don't do a lot of rounds in the gym where you're trapped back control body triangle, it's kind of easy to forget about that hook that's supporting that top leg. You got to address that. Oh, that's under the chin. Wow, he escaped. I mean, that was deep.
That was deep, and now Anthony Frost has more trap on that top arm.
Nice recovery. You know, if you can't get the back, you can still shoot your hips a little bit closer to the shoulder and start attacking that arm.
Yeah, or even threading that leg through to get
you see
back triangle.
That left leg. I like how he kept it hooked in the shoulder, too. Now Frost is going to look to straighten that right leg out.
And Jones recovers and gets out of that. Wow.
Good defense and recovery. It's not like we're seeing one or the other. We're seeing defense and recovery at the same time. Looks like Frost has a good look at an anaconda right here. He's on his forearm. I'd imagine he's going to keep on walking it. Is he trapping the arm with his leg yet? No. So Jones's his shoulders are pretty broad right now, and that's what was saving him.
Yeah, and I think Frost recognized that, so he let it go.
All right, short time on the clock with Frost in top position on Turtle. Another Granby right into a leg, maybe.
Wow,
we're looking at knee
it?
bar.
Could he get it with
Oh,
30
he's
seconds?
maxing out on it. Oh, he was maxed out on it for a second, but Frost is able to get some rotation in his knee and avoid the submission.
Yeah, getting stacked in a knee bar position isn't fun.
10
either.
seconds left. We'll see if someone can snag a submission and let that clock keep running. Yep. Oh, he tried that cross ankle lock.
Oh,
Takes the back of the. Oh my God! He locked in a rear naked over the jaw at the last second.
They need overtime. They need to just let the clock run on very fun matches.
I bet you'd be fun if if the competitors get the option to have an overtime or not if it was a close match in the sub only. That'd be interesting. Hey, you
Especially
guys want overtime?
If it's very even, just keep it going.
Yeah, it's gonna be an interesting one. All right, Anthony Frost from Precision Jiu-Jitsu is going to take the decision. And you know what I've noticed? There's really been no decisions today that I've seen anybody upset about.
Yeah, they're good. They've been good calls today, for sure.
How about that first Granby roll from Jones at the start of the match?
I think that changed the dynamic of the match too, because Frost was getting it.
Yeah, definitely. All right, we got Blaze Arnold from Balance HQ. He's facing Dante Jacquette from Integrity Jiu-Jitsu. Got Blaze in the all black and white. Dante in the custom gear. Oh, get some elevation with that. But because Blaze was wrapping his leg around, he wasn't able to really pick him up and dump him.
Yeah, I think that saved him a little bit, but he still ended up in a flattened out half guard here. Trying to feed for a double under.
Looks like Jacquette's going to use that headlock to pass. And he's right in the mount. And I can't see where his hands are, but he's really trying for this mounted guillotine. Now, I do like Blaze's position. His arms were in pretty tight. Exactly. And he was able to use those arms to create some space. Usually when the guy's arms are wrapped around the person, the neck is just, up there for the taking. But
yeah.
He was defending the whole time. Still a good look at a submission, though.
Right. With not a lot of time on the clock to answer for his own. There's 5 minutes on this blue belt match.
We're gonna take a reset. We'll see if Dante can pass again, and they're both up. So I like that he's using the single as a means to get a body lock.
Wow, that was beautiful. Good recognition by Dante, though. Really stopped him
I
from
like how
getting any kind of leg
he had control of that top leg and just picked apart the position. I would like to see Blaze's knees up a little bit higher. just to be ready for those passes.
Yeah, especially with that kind of length.
But I do like that he's keeping his foot on Jacquette's thigh.
Yeah, I think it's because Dante is going for. I saw him scoop up the ankle there for either like some kind of aoki or one of those quick subs.
Yeah. So he's getting to that single leg every time the same way. And a takedown. And, it only takes like 3 or 4 wrestling exchanges to get burned, like energy-wise. Ooh, he's got a short Doris. He walks it all the way up. He's grabbing the bicep, grabbing the cross shoulder. I mean, this is everything you would want if you're trying to dar someone, but look, he's got his hand on the other side. Now, but interesting, his leg was above the arm. I thought mounted triangle was surely coming, but he opts to take the back instead.
Dang, that sequence was pretty good.
Oh, he's under the chin. That was deep. He's tapping. Wow, happened super fast. Minimal hand fighting needed for Dante Jacquette from Integrity Jiu-Jitsu. And super quick. I mean, he went from Doris to mount to the back to the choke in like 10 seconds. After setting the pace with the wrestling early on. All right, final match. It's a purple belt matchup. We got Jonathan Pingera out of Evolution Submission Grappling versus Antonio Fields from NPR Endurance.
Jonathan's a sergeant in the U.S. Marine Corps.
Right, Antonio Fields in the black and gold. Jonathan in the green shorts. Now we know Jonathan can wrestle, and he has a very good rubber guard game that he executes in competition quite frequently. Looks like he's fine spending the early minutes wrestling here.
Makes it hard to like prepare for a match like that, right? If you don't know which Jonathan you're getting, whether you're getting someone who's wrestling or pulling guard and playing rubber guard.
Well, you know what I would say? I would just say just sit down and see what happens. Looked like he tried that sitting armbar like Amanda Levy style.
I didn't think he had enough control of the arm.
Yeah, but here's that rubber guard. He's going to start walking that left hand over to a meat hook in a second here. Now what's stopping him right now is that Antonio's framing on the bicep, or he was.
Yeah, and he's keeping his hips squared, because in order to get this, you have to kind of be at an angle right there.
So he's fishing for a Hindulatine. I remember John mentioned this to me a little bit ago about shooting a Hindulatine this match. His last match at Riverfront, he did finish one. Let's see if he can double up and get 2 Hindulatines in back-to-back Riverfront matches. I mean, his elbows are high. This looks like it's on. It's so tough to see if it's really choking or not because the hands are hidden. So he's going to let it go. Just go back to covering his knee.
Was able to get that right leg free.
I thought he was looking for the invisible collar at first, but just switches sides.
I like that Antonio's staying patient. It seems like he feels safe here.
Okay, Hindulatine on the other side.
Ooh, this side looks better because both legs are free versus having that bottom leg trapped in between Antonio's.
I think his hands are connected right now. Or no, he's posted up on his elbow. Man, he gets that arm in deep fast. I think the last Hindulatine I saw, that was Ben Eddy at Aiga Trials about a month ago now. It's connected.
It's connected. But you see how Antonio's like stapling his bottom leg? I think he needs both legs free.
Yeah, but when the choke's on, it doesn't matter what he's doing to the leg, as long as he's not in like a full half guard.
Right there.
So he's triangling now. This can help. You know, I can't see the hands because they're facing away from. Wow! Gets it done. With the triangle look, he's pointing over. You called it. Again, that's amazing. To back-to-back Riverfront matches with 2 Hindulatine finishes. I mean, that rubber guard's a problem.
Very, very cool points.
Yeah. Oh, 1 second. Powerful words from Jonathan Pingera, just making a note on mental health. A very relevant topic, something that the We Defy Foundation really strives to mitigate.
I'll be right back.
Very, very powerful message. Shout out to Jonathan Pingera.
They do want your input. I'm muted. You want to go back on?
All right, and that's it. Thanks for watching Riverfront Fights 5.
Yeah, it was a great time. Exceeded our expectations. We had a ton of great matches, and did a ton of fundraising throughout this whole event too. So thank you to all who donated. Again, I'm Eric Naples.
And this is Jess Feliciano. We're going to be announcing the fastest sub of the night and the match of the fight of the night as well. For those bonuses, shout out to Allen Construction and Carver Ties.
Yeah, just one last cherry on the or icing on the cake rather. We'll be right back.